too quiet. You're like, whoa, this is way too chill. Yeah,
What's the name of the
Eric,
server?
what are you talking about? You just join the server. Like, open up Fantasy Grounds and,
I'm in
and
it.
join the game. The
Yeah, it's if you go to the role-playing channel and look for pinned messages, there's the IP address and password.
yeah.
Yeah, I see the IP address. I go to join in Fantasy Grounds, and it brings up a server browser.
And you need to put that IP address.
Okay, that's what I had. Let me refresh this shit.
Did you update? Because I had to update.
I'm on version 11.1.
I don't know what version I'm in. I can't figure out how to tell.
Lower right-hand corner, it shows it.
Well, I'm in Fantasy Grounds. I don't have the launcher window open anymore.
Yeah, they're all joined on the game. So you're on the screen, you say join game, you typed in the IP address, you typed in the password, Super Friends Forever,
And your username?
and then your username.
No,
which is-
username, IP, join.
Yeah,
User-
your,
Yeah,
your
what-
username is
yeah,
just
what-
your character name, like whatever you've been using for that. It
Yeah,
should be in your
when you hit
remembered
join-
sessions.
It should be connection. There should be a connection history after you hit join game.
No, it just brings up a server browser.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
I'm on version 3.3.7.free.
Can one of you back out, take a picture of your connection screen, and send it in that channel so that will
Yep.
help him? Because obviously, if I do that, that's bad.
Yeah, that's.
It sounds like I'm seeing a different menu than everyone else is seeing.
You're probably on the wrong. You pushed the wrong button. I'm almost certain of that.
I hope so.
Or maybe you opened the wrong game. You know, whatever. It's all good. Look at
You
these
know what?
cars.
Let's just find that out. I'm just gonna close this out.
Yeah, I just uploaded a picture of what the screen should
Oh,
look like.
man. I think I know what the problem is.
Were you not loading Fantasy Grounds?
That it might have been that I was in Tabletop Simulator.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm like,
Yes,
he's having a
He's
problem.
in the wrong game.
Okay, well, we know why.
It's all good. There's just something about being right. I'm sorry. It just makes me so happy.
But as Troa said, just because you're right doesn't mean you're safe.
Nope. And I had like back to our previous topic.
And yeah, and time to be a bard.
The username is just the name I'm going to appear as in the game, right?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it should be remembered already. You should just be able to say join game and on your server browser. Just
Oh, yep, there it is.
yeah. And maybe take a picture just in case you decide one day to like type a new thing. That way it doesn't mess it up.
It's also the IP and password are pinned to the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it now. It's
Okay.
much easier to follow directions when we're in the same program.
Yeah.
I like to. This a PepCat error.
Oh my God, this.
Exists between computer and chair.
I've always heard keyboard and share, but yes. Oh my God, this map, it's gone black with all the summoning circles.
Yep. Yeah. No, it was
Summoning
nighttime.
circles? What did I miss?
Oh, you missed a lot.
Oh yeah, you.
I drew summoning circles, by the way. It's in the
Oh my
arcade
gosh.
game.
You missed a lot, Lunar.
my character's
and that's why I was
name
like, man, you really would have been happy to be there.
You're Susan.
She's no. She's Shell.
No. The troll was asking
Oh.
about his character name.
Okay, can I have a quick summary so I'm not completely lost in the game starts?
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you want to do it, Gandor?
I mean,
You're the game master. You should do
yeah,
it.
I mean, like, yeah.
Last
me-
time,
let me
on
find
train,
that pin
kill lots of
message.
bats.
All right.
Rats. The bats are bats.
So,
Kill bats.
the crew finished slaying the giant bats. The assassin's guards were convinced to go inside to the cave to assist. While wrapping up combat, the group began to paint demonic summoning runes in the dirt. The ground began to shake, and Bash became overwhelmed and decided to attack one of the assassin guards. The other assassin guard ran scared and fled the cave. While outside, Bud used his skills to appear a hellish demon and scared the guard outside into stripping their uniform and fleeing. Inside the cave, Bash was quickly subdued and dragged outside to a cell in one of the 2 caravan trucks. The group then returned to the caves to collect the remains of the slain bats. While the group was collecting resources, the guard watching Bash was distracted, and the truck holding Bash was stolen and sped away. The remaining guard was slain by Bud, posing as the assassin guard. The group was convinced the dead guard was a traitor and deserved to be slain. Feel free to add what I missed. Okay, so basically, everyone was inside. We had a couple people near death. Folks decided they were going to keep on killing stuff, while Bud ran outside and convinced the guards to go in and help the group. He stayed behind and convinced the guards once more that he was staying behind in order to find things to help the group with. And then he found the keys to the car and pocketed them away. Then the group inside, by the time the guards got there, had already managed to kill everything. But the guards came and dealt with the unconscious guards inside, and I think one of the guards stayed outside, right? Or
Yeah.
when you scared them, she ran back outside.
Yep.
And then you convinced her that you were a demon by making your eyes glow red and making the
My
ground
voice
shake
boom,
and your
the ground
voice boom.
shake.
And then
Yep.
you rolled tremendously well on charisma. So
Good job.
Hey.
Good job taking advantage of
Dude,
ignorance.
here you
what's the map tile? KY computer. Wait, this is basically they decided
back,
to
getting
draw
water.
the cars here. So we have the map, and all those weird ass symbols on the left hand side are the runes that the party started drawing in blood in the caves. When it wasn't their turn, so they felt bored and they decided they were going to do summoning circles. If you look at the playback from last session, they started playing demonic music too. It was pretty hardcore. He's like, what? Got it. Evil campaign. Now, I mean, it didn't work. They're all level 1. They can't actually summon demons, but I have a feeling that as soon as they can, they're going to. All right, so then basically at this point, the car up above has driven away, and then
Unique is sitting on top of it. Bash is in a cell in the back.
yeah, and Unique has convinced Assassina to turn around and come back.
And Assassina is the one who is no longer wearing her uniform. I thought she stripped naked, but I guess apparently she didn't strip naked like I told her to. And
Wow, that sounded wrong. I love it.
yeah, well, like as
the kind of stuff you guys get up to, I'm not around to stop you.
I rolled charisma bard. That's
So
yeah. So she's apparently driving the vehicle like she was sneaking and passed all the stealth tests, and we didn't see her.
Yep.
Until she stole the car. And Unique just so happened to be on top of the vehicle when it was stolen.
Unique was up there dicking around, and then the car started speeding off. Luckily, he had high dexterity, and his performance checks all succeeded.
Yeah, he was trying to hide from having to go back into the cave to do manual labor to collect all the meat from the bats.
Yeah. So, short to say, things have gone a different direction than I was expecting. And everyone's out of the cave now. There's a pile of carcasses.
How much of the stuff that we needed, did we get all the stuff we need from just the bats?
Yeah. That's like everything you needed. But at this point, Bud has convinced Assassino and all of the guards that it was actually Assassina who killed or rather
Well-
that, oh, he's still posing as Assassina.
Yeah, so
and they still
I'm wearing her
believe she
uniform.
is her.
Yep, I'm wearing her uniform as a disguise.
Except
Yeah.
for me. I'm the only one that knows that that's.
And
That's true. Yeah, I've whispered to Rex and let her know
and
that it's
Zusen.
me.
Rex and
Yeah, yeah,
Zusen
actually.
are aware.
Also, I'm
Yes.
still butt naked with a quarterstaff. Is there any way I can get clothes?
I mean, you have clothes. It's just you don't have armor. I mean, unless you're
Okay.
saying that you're naked.
I don't want to be naked, please.
There you go.
I
So
want
you're not
clothes,
naked.
Everything. Okay, cool.
All you have to go, if you go into the library and pull in the book, you can go into equipment, and you're welcome to grab like a weapon
some
other than
clothes.
a staff, and you can grab clothes. We're all impressed that you survived despite basically being naked and not having any tools, killing bats. But okay, the lore behind it is you're forgetful, obviously. So there you go. You just walked out in your underwear with a stick, and you're like, "Let's go hunting," right?
How do I get rid of the quarterstaff?
How do you get rid of the quarterstaff? Yeet it.
Okay,
Just-
eating the
Just
quarterstaff.
yeet the quarterstaff.
Eating.
I thought it was so weird that like you were even in this situation and you could pick anything, and you're like, "Let's just have a quarterstaff." I'm like, you like
Oh
whack them
shit!
with
I
sticks?
didn't even have. I didn't even have it equipped.
No,
This entire game.
no. No,
Okay.
you were still able to attack with it. It was okay. I suspended my disbelief. All right, so who all we got in the audio channel? Does everyone feel pretty caught up on what happened in the last session?
Am I aware of the disguise, or am I also oblivious?
You
No,
are.
you are aware.
Yeah.
And just wondering, who were you now that who were you before you were dressing up as the Assassina?
He was.
I
Bud.
was Bud.
He was
The-
himself. You, Ramwaffle, you don't feel caught up? What questions do you have? We'll answer.
Well, why are you posing as her? I think I missed that part of the explanation.
Okay, so we are prisoners of these guards. So we're like or indentured servants, and they are putting us to manual. So I am not friendly with these guards because I see them as masters that I am rebelling against.
So
Yeah.
you're posing as one of these. Oh, so you're gonna.
He
Got it.
he has killed one of the guards so far.
No, posing as the guard.
And
that
he's
you killed.
posing
Yep.
as the other guard. No, he's posing as Assassina.
So there's-
Assassina is gone. Bud is not aware that Assassina is driving that car.
So from an NPC perspective, there are two types of guards. There's the standard dumb grunt guards, and then there's the which are the high level, very very well statted out NPCs that could easily kill us if we got into a straight fight. So instead of fighting them, I'm beating them with persuasion.
Got it. All right.
Is my character aware of deception?
You're
Is not
no.
where.
No, your character is completely unaware as a rule, because of its low intelligence. Your character has a lower intelligence than some pack animals. Let's just be real.
Yeah, what I meant is you guys didn't like whisper to her, by the way, we have a disguise and a plan or anything. Like, you guys didn't tell her.
That wouldn't be smart.
So you would know my.
Well, she has high strength, so it's kind of a mixed bag either way. Either
Yeah.
she could potentially punch you in the face
She's-
so hard you die by accident,
She's
or she
very
could potentially
she's very
blab.
easy to persuade. So far that's been working well for the party.
For what it matters, my character's general response to finding out about this deception would be he'd just be really intrigued, like he's watching a show that he likes, and
That's what he did. He sat in the back of the car giggling a little bit under his breath.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
That's pretty accurate.
I
An amused
think I
type of
played
giggling,
him.
like,
I think I played him
"Oh."
the way you would. Where's
How do
I
I-
think I told you my general goal was to be like Garrick from Deep Space Nine.
So Rumwaff asks, where is Gandalf? So I am the dungeon master, Rumwaff, and I assume you were mentioning me, or you were asking where actual Gandalf is, and that's a lot deeper question that I hope we get to tackle in this campaign.
Okay, so how do I load up my own character sheet again?
You should be able to just double click on your image in the upper left hand side,
Oh, that's it. Okay,
and that'll pull
thank
it
you.
up. All right, so
Are there any girls in there?
yeah, there's,
I want to.
I wanna if there are any girls here, I want to do them.
I want to do them.
All right,
do them in front of like an 8-year-old or
So,
something.
just
I'm going to
plus
protect
9
the
orgy
roll
slaying.
because-
Oh, ogre slaving knife. That looked like orgy slaying knife. Rum off.
I think I can't even click on my the tabs for my character sheet. Like
Are
maybe
you
it's
sure
just
you're in the
lag.
right program? I had that earlier.
No, I'm definitely in the right program, Susan.
It's pronounced
Susan.
Suzanne.
Yeah, Zuzan.
What?
His
Okay.
name is Suzanne.
Okay, Susan.
Roll charisma.
I'm glad my name brings you so much pleasure.
Well, Rumwoff definitely watched the same skit. Last session, I played
Hey.
that skit for the group because a couple people had missed out on it in their lives, and it's a good one.
I just rolled a 16 to deceive everybody that his name is Susan.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Dora,
Susan, roll
what
roll
server
wisdom.
is the what server is the voice chat under right now? Do you know?
What do you mean?
For Discord, what voice chat or what voice server is it on? Because
It's
like-
Rowdy Live. That's where we are.
Well, yeah, I mean the actual like voice server location in the server settings for the Super Friends, you can change where the voice server goes to.
Yeah, but it's good for me. All right, let's see.
All right,
Oh my
fine. I'll
God,
just
the
I
map
will
is
put up with it.
completely dark.
I will
Let's see
live.
here.
I will
It's-
survive.
It's where do I do connection info?
Server
It's
settings.
in U.S.
is it?
Central. That's like close to you. It may just be because of the fact that you're in the middle of a crazy ass snowstorm.
Yeah, that's yes, no.
I'm just saying. You did say you dug out of 5 feet of snow this morning, so.
No, I couldn't dig out because I don't have
Okay,
a shovel
so
because
you
I'm a
stayed
horribly
in your
prepared person.
house and
Yes.
described pizza flavors to potential customers of your job. Gotcha.
Yeah, I just dialed random numbers. You'd be amazed what people
I'd be like,
are
would you like me
willing
to
put up
describe
with."
what it tastes like to eat pizza? All right, Zusan, roll wisdom. You know how? Do you remember how to roll wisdom?
What the? Why did? Oh.
Who are you asking?
You,
Susan.
No.
Susan.
Oh, I didn't know. I had to roll for my own. I figured he's just.
No,
the-
no, I enjoy fucking with you. So please roll wisdom.
Oh, okay.
No, he does not believe you.
Oh crap! All right, it's all
And
right.
My response is going to be.
Shell believes you.
If his
Shell believes me. Okay, so Shell, you have to call Suzanne. On.
I can do that.
So he'll smile or whatever passes for a smile and go, "If calling me Susan brings you pleasure, by all means," and he does a very flourishy bow. Susan, it is. And like his tentacles flutter up, kind of in like a little silly, like.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
All right, so at this point, there's a dead guard. You guys hear a rumble in the distance from the and you see like a cloud of dust in the air. Let's see here. I can't remember if I can just do like a party roll for everyone. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I can do. Let's see here. Boop.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so everyone but Rex and Shell is aware of the fact that there is a vehicle coming. Just so we know. Yeah,
I
Rex-
hope I'm aware.
Yeah, you guys,
You're on it.
You're highly aware.
How do I make myself aware?
Rumoff says the rumble in the distance. Too much Doritos and Mountain Dew. The Great Gazebo hasn't come up yet, and don't spoil that for them, just in case it does happen.
Okay.
Rumwalk's asking about the Great Gazebo.
Oh, do I need to load up your stream so I can see your point of view?
So is the gazebo hungry?
What? I mean,
No, never
not
mind.
necessarily. I shared the map to you, so you should be okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind another alert,
Okay.
but you're already having trouble with your connection, so probably not the
Yeah.
best idea.
Yeah, no.
All right, so Unique, what are you doing on top of the vehicle? I know you were invited to sit in the car, but you decided you were going to stay on the top. So can you go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me?
Sure.
He's like, let me just delay this until I can remember how. All right, you're doing
23.
fucking great. Yeah, you're like fucking tap dancing on top of the car.
That's actually exactly what I'm doing. I'm tap dancing on top of the car as we stroll back in.
as it drives over rough terrain in the desert.
It's
Can-
enhancing the tap dance.
Yeah, absolutely tapping the fuck up on that Humvee. All right, so and Bash is in the back. He's still imprisoned there for attacking the guard. And all right, so they're coming. Everyone but Rex and Shell. Do you have any reaction to the fact that there's a vehicle speeding towards you from the northern direction? Anything you'd like to do, given the current layout of where you are?
I'll pop my head up and say, "Are we expecting company?" 'Cause I do believe we have visitors. And I'll
And then-
point with one of my tentacles off in the direction of the approaching vehicle.
And then I'll just look up, I guess. Be like,
Just
"What
look
the
up and be
fuck?"
like, whoa.
Just be like, oh shit.
Can I get a better idea of what's approaching by looking at it, Joe?
Sure. Go ahead and roll wisdom.
Bam!
All right, so given that, you can tell that Assassina is driving a vehicle. You can also see the gnome on top dancing and doing a jig. Your perception was so high that you could like hear what he was tapping, and it sounds vaguely Irish.
So I have a question. Does Assassino know what Assassina looks like outside of the uniform?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe.
My question is, when they point out that there is a car speeding towards us, do the rest of us who didn't notice before suddenly notice?
Yes, you guys are all now aware. The vehicle's approaching from the north side, which will be the upside, we'll say.
Okay.
All right, so everyone who wants to do something, go ahead and let me know. Each of you gets one action before the vehicle arrives.
Would it be possible for me to stop my tap dancing and lurk into the shadows and just kind of hide out there and see how things play out?
The shadows?
You know, yeah, the shadow. Well,
The shadows
not
at the
really,
top
yeah.
of the fucking car?
Yes.
Middle of broad
All
daylight.
right, do you just want to do a stealth check to see if you can basically crouch down and stealth upon the vehicle?
Sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're highly visible. And your legs are still
what's-
tapping just a little bit.
What about the vehicle I'm in? Can you explain that to me, Joe?
You're not in the vehicle.
You're not. You went inside to help make it look like you were doing manual labor.
We're inside right now, then?
No, you guys. So where you are right here is right in front of the vehicle. You've left the cave. You guys are like next to a giant pile of 2,000 pounds of giant bat.
Oh, so can I, like, find something to hide behind, like a dead body, a corpse, or a rock or something?
Sure, if you want. You want to do a stealth check? You're already right behind a giant bat or two.
Yep, just looking for where the skill is.
But you are right. You're like right next to the dead guard that everyone is looking at. So you do have a disadvantage to stealth unless you move.
Yeah, I'll move.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I have stealth up. How do I make the actual roll?
Well, first
Oh,
move. First move to wherever you want to move to. You can go up to 5 spaces.
Okay, ignore this dice drop because I just clicked the wrong.
Actually, these vehicles are like
So long.
totally the wrong. So you can go like as much as the length of that Humvee. Holy shit, that gnome got big.
I'm not hidden.
You're not hitting. You're like highly
Could I,
visible.
would this be okay, like over
Sure.
behind that giant dead bat? Okay, and I'll make my stealth roll now.
Yeah, I mean you've only moved like 5 feet. You've just moved to the other side of the dead body, so you're still at a disadvantage. But yeah, no, you're not hidden. Um, though I can roll the wisdom of this guy. Okay, well I guess that guard can't see you.
Did I at least roll good enough that it doesn't look like I'm failing at hiding?
Yeah, you at least rolled well enough that you're not like giggling under your breath and be like, I'm so sneaky. Alright. Assassino sees you and doesn't really care. And let's see here. That guard doesn't see you. Alright, so Assassino is the only one who's aware that you're there. Everyone else is not aware of your presence currently, though you are not terribly well hidden. Alright, so they're all a bit distracted, of course, looking over to try and see what's coming their way. Did you want to do anything for bite size, Unique?
No, she's
She's just
asleep
kind of there.
and
So, like,
not
no
feeling
problem.
good. So.
No, as in like you can play her.
Oh no, I can't match that play style.
Okay.
That's rough.
Alright, so I think she's just gonna say, wow, neat! Alright, then Steebert's like, whoa. And then Taters is gonna he's gonna move further away. And so will Benson, because logically, they're gonna make some room for the vehicle. Alright, so I guess everyone's taking their action. Bud, did you do anything? You're still just kind of waiting and seeing, right?
Yes, I am thinking.
Copy. Alright, so
Actually, yes, I would like to cast this spell that I have called Charm Person.
okay.
I don't know how to do this. But what I want to do is I want to charm Assassino.
Okay, so this will last an hour within 30 feet. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must take a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, but you're not, so it doesn't have advantage. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So,
Yes, that's what I want to do.
okay.
So how do I do this? Do I just roll the dice like on Assassino?
So if
I
you
don't know
hit
how
the
to do
little,
it.
all right. So for people who are watching, basically you hit that little search icon next to the spell, and it'll open up more shit.
Oh, so I drag the cast to
Drag the cast onto the character.
So his save failed.
Okay, that
So
means his save
so then-
failed, so he is charmed.
Okay, so then I drag the charmed.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, he is now charmed for the next
'Kay.
hour.
Cool.
All
I have taken my action.
Understood. Okay, and let's make sure that you mark your spells. Oh. Yeah, alright. You know what? I'll let that one pass, because I didn't catch it before, but you didn't actually have enough spell slots to do another spell. Just so
Oh. Okay. So, okay.
Phony.
All right. Well, undo the charm then.
yeah,
That's fine.
let's see here. Yeah.
I didn't realize I didn't have another.
Yeah, you only have 2
But-
spell slots at level 1, so
Oh.
you wait.
When did I use my spells?
What? While you were killing shit. You only had 2. We haven't had a rest or anything. We were gonna have a
Okay.
rest, but you decided to do all this crazy stuff. So
You
Okay.
gotta, you
Happen.
gotta start thinking of your level as how many times a day you can do something cool. So like
basically,
that's it. At level 1, you pretty much get into one fight and you're done for the day.
Okay, well, we can undo the charm then. I didn't realize that was a thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never
no,
thought about that before, but that's a really accurate way to summarize it.
Let's see here. But you waved your hands in front of him, and he wasn't bothered by it at all.
Okay. Okay, I'll just stick to deception because I can do that many times.
Yep, exactly. No, I mean that's a good one that you can use and that you'll be very effective at least. All right.
Okay.
So, and you'll get a lot more spell slots, particularly level 1 spell slots as you go. All right. So the vehicle slides in, and let me roll for her. What would bravery be under? What would you say, Susan?
What do you mean?
Like-
what's that?
Yeah, what's that? Was it like
Wisdom.
That's what was it?
Bravery is the ability to balance out whether you're doing something good and dangerous or bad and dangerous. That's totally wisdom.
All right, so the vehicle pulls up, and Assassina is visible in the front, but she's in her underwear, and she's holding the steering wheel with white knuckles and shaking. The vehicle's at a full stop. If you wanted to do anything in particular other than lay on top of the vehicle, Mew. Anyone? I guess. Let's see here. And
Rex is stepping away.
Rex has to go to the bathroom, so can we move Rex off to where she's going to the bathroom?
okay, so Rex has
Just-
moved down here, and she's pissing on a rock. All right, and so and maybe she's doing it behind the vehicle. You know, that's where you go piss. Like you kind of open the door. So she got the door open on the vehicle, and she's just tinkling right next to it.
Okay.
If
Good times, good times.
as someone who has peed outdoors a lot, that is a standard place where women pee outdoors.
But
Behind
how
your
would you
car.
be outdoors? I am waiting, still confused.
Oh, well, you haven't camped as much as I have with my family. This is like the go-to method. If you don't know
So
how to
she's-
pee outdoors.
She's also a halfling, so the door doesn't really hide anything.
So she's hilariously hiding, but not really.
Well, she's hiding her face so she doesn't see anyone who's watching.
It's like the time I was 5 and I hid in front of the curtain because I didn't get how it worked.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's basically it. All right, so I think it's time for Assassino to roll wisdom. Holy shit. All right. Okay, Assassino is going to approach the vehicle, and he's demanding to know who's inside, what the fuck they're doing with his vehicle. And if Canadian Wolverine was here, he would have a way better voice for it. But you know, he's just rah, 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 rah. He's shouting at Assassina through the windshield. Unique, you doing anything in particular?
I think I'm just gonna sit up here and
Did you want to roll stealth again?
yeah, I'm gonna try to hide from the scary ass man right here.
Okay. Scary gas man.
Scary gas man.
Alright, let me see here.
Oh,
I'm not very good at stealth, am I?
Yeah.
I'd like.
And Assassino's like, and you, gnome, what the fuck are you doing up there?
Could I make an insight check to see who I really consider a threat in this situation?
Sure.
Like, just to assess if I think I should really be stepping in or if any of these people are a danger to us.
Sure, go ahead and roll
Come on,
insight.
roll inside. Do it. Oh, right, I have to click the right button. Hold on.
Okay. I mean, at this point, you're tempted to stay away from the whole situation.
Can I still try to hide even after making the inside check? Just be a little more.
Yeah, I mean, like, but you're at a disadvantage where you are. Hiding there is not, like, you're always going to get a -5 to rolling anywhere near the dead guard.
I'm gonna move away from it.
Okay, then move away from it. There you go. Yeah, I mean, like, you
And
could
my
even go
stealth
in the
check.
vehicle. Alright.
Oh, okay. Wait. In the vehicle, even
The
better.
vehicle's unlocked. Yes.
Alright, and you, despite yourself, found yourself, looking at Rex while she pees, and she started shouting at you.
I will comically cover up my eyes with my tentacles.
Okay, what sound do you make?
Sorry.
Okay, I approve. Alright, and Shell, what are you doing?
Joe is completely fine with this turn of events and is watching everything unfold.
Okay. Are you petting the giant dead bat that you're sitting on top of?
She's like lounging against it, like she thinks it's like a mother cat, and she's like cuddling up.
Okay. Alright, so Shell is cuddled up against the dead giant bat. Alright, let's see here. In guard 5, let's see. Guard 5. Yeah. Guard 5 doesn't know what's going on here. But he comes over and he starts shouting too, because his boss is shouting.
Yeah. Why did you steal this truck?
Rabble, rabble.
And why did you come back?
And then guard 1, or guard 1 in traditional fashion somehow knows more than all the other guards, and he's like, "Isn't that Assassina?" All right, and then guard 4, he's like, "Fuck you, that's not Assassina," and then.
Uh-oh.
Assassino's like, "That is not Assassina!" Alright. And then, Taters. Let's see here. Yeah, I forgot that there was a fucking insight option. That's gonna make my job easier. Alright. Taters, comes over and starts shouting too. The moral of this story is everyone's fucking stupid.
I
Alright.
didn't think that by making an orc character, I would have some kind of beacon of tranquility when everything's going wrong, because
It's
she's A,
strange.
stupid, and B, used to conflict.
Hey, don't.
So she's
Not
like, this is
everybody.
completely normal.
2 of us are hiding, so
Super-
we're slightly less stupid.
Super Benson has come down to the car and is chuckling under his breath, as usual. But are you actually in the car? I can't remember.
No. I'm not in the car because I
You
killed
got
the
out,
guard.
Yeah, you killed the guard, got out, yeah. And so,
Yeah, and then I got caught. Right after the guard was dead with blood on my blade.
But that was okay.
But it was okay because he was a traitor, and everybody believed me that he was a traitor.
Alright, and then so now, Assassina is going to try and convince them that she is Assassina. Okay. And she's like, "Look at these tits! I am Assassina!" And then Assassino is like, "Good point. You have tits." And
I like that you had to roll for that.
well, I had to see whether or not her argument was convincing enough for him. and that was the one thing you were missing.
So I would like to use my disguise kit to have tits.
Okay. Go ahead.
Until you're wearing her breastplate, you pretty much just have to shove stuff down there.
Yeah, it's like it's a breastplate, right? So yeah, I'm wearing female clothes.
Yeah, armor is very androgynous in general.
Yep. So like I'm wearing her armor, right? And I have a disguise kit, and I have the feature of false identity. So like that's
You
like
just put some something on the outside
Okay,
of the armor
so-
to look like tits?
So
What?
I'm gonna try to deceive everybody that no, I am Assassina. Do I just roll deception?
Sure. Roll
Okay.
deception. And then
Oh,
so
shit.
you let's see.
That's a bad roll.
Alright, Assassino. Assassino, okay, yeah. And then let's see.
I think that she
Okay.
has to roll to realize that she isn't herself.
I think she does.
But that guy looks so convinced. Wait a second.
Yeah, actually, I will roll for her. Let's just see. Oh shit.
That'd be a really fucked up idea for a bard is you dress up as the other person and then blow LSD in their face.
Well, that's like the meme that was posted was the picture of two Spider-Mans pointing at each other.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
like-
that.
Alright, so you like quickly like put some packs of Jello from your disguise kit in like your chest area, and you pull down your armor, and you're like, "See, I do have tits." And then Assassino's like, "Those aren't real," but then Assassino's like, "Those are real tits." And just so she's convinced that you have tits. But she is not convinced that you are her. I'm sorry. Okay. So does anyone else have any feelings on the matter right now? Like, yeah,
feel really
I like it.
fucking
Unique's
safe in
like,
this
back
car.
away.
I feel like I'm pretty fucking safe in this car. That's my feelings on this.
I also have the keys to that car, Susan.
So I have one thing I want to do.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to, while all this confusion's going on and people are shouting about tits below, for me to jump down and go or sneak into this other car?
Sure. Roll stealth.
Stealth? God damn it. Okay. Come on.
Alright, let's see. Oh, he's like, alright, so Assassino has no idea. Let's just roll for everyone. Assassino has already rolled. Also,
What-
Roll.
these are same facts.
At a disadvantage because she's in the car.
Oh, she's not rolling.
Do I need to roll
Um,
something?
It's just no. I don't think you care either way. So I mean, if you care, you can roll to see if you see him.
This is like I'm watching a TV show, so probably
Okay,
not.
there you go. So
I don't see him, then.
you don't see him?
I rolled a 6, so no.
Nope. Nope. All right, let's see if Rex notices while she's peeing as he sneaks past her into the car. If she just hurry up in real life, then she could stop peeing in game. But she's gonna keep on peeing as long as it takes.
This problem looks like it'll eventually sort itself out. Just make friends with the winner.
All right, Rex like fully noticed him going in, and
Yells.
yeah, she yells, "What the fuck?" You like touched her butt while you're going in. You're like, "My bad." Now you're in. Okay, but no one else really seemed to notice. And obviously Rex has just been shouting the whole time she's been peeing, so it didn't really have much of an effect. Alright, so how about you, Shell? You just still hanging out, cuddling that giant bat, right?
Would it be uncouth if I threw a gold coin
Yeah,
at her?
pretty much.
I don't
said it's
know.
like a cuddly kitten. She's
I
pretty much
don't
just
think
laughing
I
against it.
Okay. I mean,
Like
you
this
can-
is the world's most comfy couch.
Alright, let's see here, and then
Good day, bud.
Oh, comment. Shell learned English from like a grandmotherly person, so she has no idea what tits are, so she's just like trying not to let anyone know that she's completely ignorant to what people are talking about, which is pretty normal for her.
there you go.
Yeah, those are tits.
Shell, roll deception.
Oh. Hang on, I got it. roll it, even though I don't have this.
It's under skills.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
She's like, yes, I too know of these. Anyway,
Okay, it wasn't low enough that you have to shout, "What are tits?"
she nods thoughtfully, but anyone who can get her can see confusion.
Alright, so Taters had very good insight and came over here and started shouting too. And let's see here. Where is this? I like that I can roll insight for people instead of just making them absolutely stupid. Alright, well, okay, but then whenever I roll for people, they do things that are dumber than they would otherwise. Alright, so Steebert starts yelling too. So everyone's just yelling at Assassina and at Bud, and they just, it's kind of an incoherent shouting match at this point. A lot of discussions about whose tits are realer.
Who is it that's sitting next to me right now?
That would be the little gnome
Mew.
Munich.
I'll start eating a trail ration and offer him half.
Okay.
I happily accept because food.
Yum. Alright,
Here's me warming up the trail ration.
I stare at my ration. I stare at my ration for about 6 seconds and then do the. Delicious.
Alright,
I would just like to point out that our bard has been playing wonderful music this entire time
Yeah, it's true. He's
while all the shouting.
Wait, which you mean Bash in the prison cell of the other truck?
I think
wow,
that would
you
make
too.
sense. Yeah. There you go. That's what Bash is doing. He's just sitting here.
He's just sitting there jamming on a lute.
Yeah.
Green sleeves is the only thing that anybody knows on a lute. You know?
Yeah. Really. All right. So Bite Size has in the meantime made her way into the vehicle as well. Using her mighty wisdom and insight. Okay. What? Oh, you gonna sit on her shoulder? There you go. Hey, girl.
Hi, hi.
All right.
I
So.
think they're all gonna kill each other, or we'll have more than one of each survive from both sides.
All right. So, Bud, what do you do?
I'm just gonna hang out and see how things play out. I've rolled my deception roll to make everybody think that I'm Assassin, and I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to respond.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm standing confidently in my best Assassina imitation with my disguise and her actual uniform on my person. Do I need to roll performance for that, or is the
Good.
Okay, so I rolled 13. So cool. That's me just performing as Assassina.
Cool.
All right. All right. So you kind of like lean up against the side of the car and you just start kind of like playing with the jello bags that you stuck in the front of your
Because that's a 13 roll.
Yeah,
I
you
play with
kinda-
my fake tits.
you play with your fake tits and you just kind of like you've got your like legs spread out a bit and you just kind of like grunting.
It's what Assassina would have done.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just do it. You're like, this is what guards do, right? Like,
This is what female assassin guards do. This is my idea of what that performance should look like.
This is
Yeah,
how
let
a
me-
lady.
let me
Real
remind
female
Taters
assassins.
that he's supposed to be playing. Hey, Taters, you know you're supposed to be in D&D right now, right?
That's happening now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll
might,
be in there in just a
you might
moment.
want to play.
Oh god, are you guys gonna kill me?
No, as in like, if you play, you'll probably survive.
Okay, yeah, I'll be in there in just a moment.
Copy.
No.
All right. I let Taters know that D&D was on, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So he's gonna be in a minute. saw him in the other channel. I was like, what the hell is he doing up there?
I thought he pulled you out
Rude.
of conversation mid-sentence. I was like, wow.
He doesn't
okay.
have the ability anymore.
Oh yeah, forgot about that whole discussion.
I missed something.
Benna's sitting here saying, "Stop stealing my business partner while we're having a meeting." I'm like, you too, with your fucking currency and space engineer.
Oh my god! And then their crazy builds which crash the server and it's unrecoverable.
Okay, so all right, all right. In the distance, you hear a huge rumbling roar, and then
Can I do an insight check to see what that is?
Sure.
Never mind.
You actually didn't notice the roar. You are so enveloped in your fake tits.
Oh god.
All right, and let's see everyone else how they fare on their perception checks. Where the hell was that? There was something that let me roll for everyone at the same time in this program, but I lost track.
You did it earlier.
Yeah, I did it earlier, and now I'm already not smart. Alright, let's see here. This is party sheet. I think it's the party sheet. No. Maybe main. Okay, yeah. So we'll do boop. Okay, and so we've got Zusan. You are aware of it sounds like a spaceship. You haven't heard that sound in 10 years flying overhead. Who's this? Mew, you can't really hear anything because you're munching on a delicious snack.
Yeah, I actually am.
Shell, you hear a loud noise and it makes you feel cuddly. Zusan, yep, you're aware. Bud, you're playing with your fake tits. Bite
Hey,
size.
question. Bash is not here to play as himself, but does he have the ability to pick locks?
He may. I can't remember. I don't think a level 1 bard can pick locks. He doesn't have lock picks, I don't think. Let me see if he's got the
They have the ability to take the skill, but he would need to put at least 1 point in. It's something that if you're not trained, you're at a massive disadvantage.
let's see
Okay.
here.
I'm just curious because nobody's watching him right now, and he's in a prison cell.
Would
trying
it
to
be
get out of that
sleight of
damn-
hand? Because he didn't put anything in that, but
That'd be up to you as the DM,
would that be
but
sleight of
usually you
hand?
need a kit.
yeah, I don't see a kit on him, so I don't think he could. Particularly because
Okay.
this is like a modern vehicle. If he had the kit, I would allow him to do it.
Okay.
Some type of tinkering ability, he could maybe jerry-rig a pick, but again, you have to have an ability for it.
What map are we on right now? Because I went into the maps thing and I
Arthame 6 Desert Pass 2.
Geez, Taters, just watch the stream.
Gosh.
Oh yay! We have all the things we did last time.
Ben is sitting in the channel bitching. Oh, welcome, Benna. And Taters. Alright, so let's see here. Bash is still playing beautiful music, of course.
Okay.
Bite size is just aware that there's a noise, but not of the particular. So basically, at this point, Zusan is the only one who actually knows what it is. Everyone else just hears a loud noise. Bash knows, and Fish apparently, since Fish is in the party, the donkey is aware that it's a spaceship.
You know, I could actually believe that since animals have better hearing and
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's a spaceship, so fish the Stogzo. and Bash and Zusan are aware. Okay, so and everyone else seems to be caught up with yelling at each other. All right, so from out of the sky comes a large gazebo-shaped spaceship, which shoots a grapple hook into the vehicle that Assassina and Bash are in. And suddenly the vehicle is swept off of the ground. And then we have... Boop. Okay, Assassino dodges. Hey, Aurora. Thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate it. Welcome to the club. Let's see here. Alright, guard 1 has to do dexterity saving throw. And he fails. Guard 1 is thrown off into the distance. And he is dead. Alright, let's see Taters. Do you die? Taters is swept off into the distance, and let's see how much damage he takes.
Oh god, I'm gonna die here, aren't I?
Oh well,
Thank God.
You only took
Shut
1
up, Benna.
damage.
Ah, Benna. I will not
Which
die.
makes you unconscious. Because you only had 1 health. Alright, Stever, let's see.
Fucking Steebert. Who is Steebert?
I can't remember who made Stever, but they never came back.
Is gonna take over Stever, right?
Thank you, Commander Aurora. Yeah, Aurora, you want to take over for Stever? I
Is
mean,
Aurora here?
he's watching. All right, let's.
I'm watching too.
Uh huh. Do you want to take over? You can install Fantasy Grounds and play Stever.
Sounds
Somebody.
fun.
All right, let's see here. We've got
Earlier you were saying it has too
no
many
worries,
rules.
Aurora. Gotta have
Come on,
bedtimes.
dude.
I'm back.
I don't know. I'm on.
Welcome back.
Rex has finished peeing.
Rex.
No, I was talking to my dad about.
No,
car
your
stuff.
character. Your
Your
character's
character.
been
Why don't-
peeing the entire time you've been gone.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Because we need a river.
Conservative and
Wait, you have to
fucking
buy
the
this?
Side.
No, you don't have to
No,
buy
no,
it.
no.
She's
we-
not a fucking laughing stock.
Just get
No,
the
no,
free
no.
version.
Grounds
She
demo.
had to pee. Don't worry, she did it in a semi-dignified way. All right, Stever takes 1 damage.
If it makes you feel better,
I'm
we're not
upset with
laughing at
you.
you because we think less of you. We're laughing at you because we're terrible people.
There
Yeah,
you go.
screw you. She was supposed to be quiet and conservative and fucking angry at the world.
She
But
had
no,
to
you made her
pee
fucking
for like 4 rounds. That's
You've
not a big
never
deal.
been
That's
so
a-
angry at
That's like
someone
a
that you peed at
40-second
them?
pee.
Is
She
it
doesn't have to
canon?
pee ever.
Is it
Doesn't have to
canon
pee
that
ever.
planes have
Into
large
mag-
bladders?
She converts her pee into magic. She's fucking a
Alright,
sorcerer.
So Stevert's alive. Taters is unconscious, and
Well, as a D&D expert, I want to just mention that while a sorcerer can use cantrips to shave, they cannot use it to remove urine from their body.
understood.
Doesn't matter.
What?
But they
The
can
fucking
use it to
pee.
shave.
All right,
Too
guard 4 is dead. He died from the car being picked up. So, all right, so
I'm very confused. There's some gazebo shape.
a gazebo-shaped spaceship has come down, grapple hooked that vehicle, and picked it up. And
Which
as
vehicle? The
one with
Assassina vehicle?
Assassina and Bash in it is
Okay.
floating off into the distance, and it has crushed everyone in front of it, other than Assassino, who dodged out of the way.
Wait, is,
Okay.
is that the thing that's on top of it? Drawn with the lines?
What?
Is that
Hon- honestly, everyone
Hold
drew
on, hold
everything
on.
with
I'm drawing,
demonic
damn it.
symbols. So
I'm drawing. I'm
All
drawing
the
them. Leave
symbols
me
on the
alone.
map are kind of confusing.
Yes, they are.
yes.
Just don't
Well,
think
so-
about it.
So you see, the really big one that covers most of the map, that was the main demon summoning circle, which is the reason that the map is all black now and has no color. And then, and I don't know exactly what the one that's on top of the car is.
We'll just say that's the damn gazebo.
Yeah.
The gazebo fucking picked it up and it's
Rum
flying away.
Rumwaff
And
said
the
that
one
the
that's
spaceship should be shaped like a gazebo, and I felt like it was ridiculous enough to fit. I have no idea how to delete all these fucking symbols. Can you delete the top car? It is gone.
Which one do you want?
The
Oh no, don't delete
the
the
top car.
whole. I'm so worried.
The top car? Oh, I was just gonna draw a spaceship that had it grappled.
Okay, if
but
you.
okay.
Alright, yeah. Well, it's not there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go.
Okay, I'll remove it. I'll remove it.
Carefully. Remove it
Alright.
carefully.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we've captured most of this ridiculousness. So it's at this point, it's so busy, it's a little bit hard to track what's going on for folks. So
Oh, we
Should we assume
still have the
we'll figure
entire
it out?
bottom area, don't we? Or the top area. Like there's corners of this map we haven't used.
there's yeah. Okay. So at this point now, Taters is unconscious. Stevert is conscious,
Ah.
but just got hit by a car. Guard 1 and 4 are dead. So let me I mean, technically you guys could go, help them if you really felt like it. Yeah, you stopped
about
bleeding
guard
the
5?
moment you came back.
Yay.
And you popped into the car and you're still yelling at them for having squeezed in
Dunce.
between you and the car while trying to get in it instead of using the other doors.
Is guard 5 alive?
Guard
I guess covered in this.
Guard 5 is alive. He wasn't in front of the vehicle when it was picked up by a gazebo. So at this point now, only Assassino and Guard 5 remain.
Are we
Wait,
gonna
are
have
killing
like
all
a
the
time to
guards?
rest anytime soon, or?
That was at this point it was the intent before all this craziness happened. So okay, so at this point, how does everyone feel about the gazebo spaceship having picked up that vehicle and taken it off into the distance?
I don't really
Somebody
mind.
else's problem now.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm
else's
concerned
problem.
about what the hell is going on. I don't really care in the long term because I'm alive.
All right.
Yep, I'm alive and I'm the only assassin left, so
All right. Stevert,
My character
since
responds as a little kid seeing fireworks for the first time.
there you go. Well, that would
Perhaps
make
it goes
sense because you've
around.
never seen a gazebo-shaped spaceship. What did
Looks
you?
just as weird as anything else.
Rumwaff, what have you done? I didn't want a gazebo-shaped spaceship. Alright, so... okay, ideals, people. I'm committed to my crewmates, not to ideals. So... Stevert is definitely going to try and stabilize you.
Wait, how do I join you guys?
Do you have Fantasy Grounds demo installed?
I do. I just did.
Alright, let me get you into the right channel so that you have access to it.
Also need to update.
Make sure you throw him the IP and stuff. Does he have to log in with Stevert's name,
It's-
or can
it's
he give him
pinned.
access to it?
Yeah, so let me get him into the channel, then he'll have... Alright, so now you should see a roleplay channel down
Yep.
at the bottom. And there's I think the first pinned message has the IP and the password.
it's pinned.
And then just use the name Stebert, Stebert, and that should get you access. Worst case, you can just put whatever name you want, and then I can hand you control of that character.
Okay.
Alright, so basically, let's see how Assassino feels about this. I don't know. There you go. Feelings. Alright, he is stunned. So Assassino is just sitting on the ground, staring off in the distance. Guard 5 is concerned and has started running off in the distance towards the guards that were crushinated.
Crushinated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there you go. Anyone else feel
I
like
would I would like to take an action. I don't know how to do this, but I want to whisper to Shell and Super Benson to get in the car.
Okay.
You can right click on their character and click whisper.
Um,
What?
On
Is
the
that a
top
thing?
left, where the characters are.
Well, Benson's not actually playing, but like I'm trying to.
Just roll stuff.
No.
Okay. A whisper is
Just be
stealth.
persuasion.
Okay.
Oh, whatever.
He's trying to whisper like across.
Having
Corpse
having
giant
a
bat.
child on the spectrum, I would say you have to roll stealth to whisper. I'm just saying.
Okay. I will roll stealth.
Ouch.
Okay, so you shout, shout, Taters, Siebert! You just shout to everyone, get in the car!
Okay.
Things just got a lot more hectic.
Grandmother.
Oh fuck.
All right,
You shouldn't have me do stealth rolls.
Stupid Benson's like, oh god, he's wiggling around. But he gets in the car.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Shell, what do you do?
Shell excitedly leaps to her feet and jumps in the car.
Yay, Shell, listen.
Does she take the giant bat with her?
I think
It is too heavy.
Stevert, based on his ethics of being part of the team, he's gonna try and stabilize his buddy and grab him. So if we do a medical check,
Somebody removing the background blackness.
who's am I cool yet? What's going on?
Unnamed.
That's probably.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, that's
Gonna-
me.
Hey, let me open the characters real quick and see. Or I'll just open
This looks
every
hard.
window other than that.
I just want to point out I got this new wireless headset, so I'm standing outside, and this is the most free I've ever felt in my life.
Nice.
I'm so
Nice.
confused by you.
He's outside smoking.
Yeah, and playing. Yeah, part of the nice thing is here we're all able to help each other with this, and primarily what you want to focus on is the role playing. There's a lot of complexity to this, but it's not always necessary for you to participate in the complexity.
Quick question. What do these vehicles run on?
Oh,
Bat meat.
It was Fledge who
Hard.
made Siebert. Let's see here. All right, take
Maybe
owner.
it's fine.
All right, so can you write? All right, I cleared owner on Stevert. If you go ahead and click on character in the right hand side, Fenna, then you should be able to right click on
Yeah.
Stevert and take ownership.
Okay.
There you go, and then I'll get
is
rid of the
Benson
extra
ever-
Stevert.
Is Benson ever gonna play again? He hasn't really been around since the first.
I-
Or was he even around for the first one?
He was around
He
for
was.
the first one. It's just he can come back if he wants to. I mean, like with the mortality rate that seems to be a potential possibility so far. It's okay to have some extras.
What's the? Well, by the way, what is the driving skill in this game? What is that going to fall under?
Oh,
Acrobatic,
Well, if this was a tutorial, it would be writing.
of course. Are you not driving from the top of the car?
writing isn't
That's what
there?
I-
Well,
There is a writing skill, right? Well,
Yes,
I
there's
think
the writing
5e
skill.
has it like a little bit more. Simple.
Okay. Okay.
I would just do it as probably a performance.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
I think that would be reasonable. What do you think?
You have it to be a dexterity-based check. That's generally what those things are used. How those things are used.
Yeah, performance I think would make sense. It's a
Performance is a charisma check.
maybe it's an intelligence check because
Yeah, gotcha.
it's like an actual skill. Like especially since there's spaceships and shit. So
You know, we could do both a performance check and like the other one, and the performance is just like how cool you drive the car.
okay, I like that.
Well, haters, you would fail because you're bad.
Aww. All
He
right.
is a
Oh.
potato,
You
so
would just
what's the
crash the car.
I probably would.
All right, let's see here. So, all right, so Assassino definitely heard you, and he went ahead and popped in the car too, because he was like, yeah, you're totally fucking right. All right, so you're in the car, he's in there.
I was trying to get everybody but him. God
Yeah.
damn.
All right, so Taters,
You know, we could all just
Taters
murder
is
him,
stabilized. Stevert brought him over and put him into the vehicle. So there's an unconscious potato dwarf. You're a potato dwarf, right? That's a thing. All right, guard 5 is still outside, chasing the bodies of his fallen comrades.
Okay.
And then
And then
all right, everyone's in the car.
I'm driving off then.
All right.
Can I
Roll
someone?
intelligence and performance so we can see
Okay.
how well
All right.
and how cool you drive off into the distance.
Okay, so
Never mind.
so is it a save or an ability? Intelligence.
Just do.
It's under
do
your
the-
main. It's on your main page. It's an ability.
Okay, that's my. Wait. It's an ability. Okay, so that's my intelligence, and then my performance is this
Old
one.
style format is when you're rolling an ability,
Okay.
you look at the ability number and you want to roll a d20 under that number.
So you are unable to turn the vehicle on, but you look really cool not doing it.
Okay, so I have the keys. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you can't fucking drive. He does.
I
You're
make an
unable to
insight
figure out the
check?
controls. What? Yeah, you can,
Can I
make an insight check.
to help him?
You can. Go ahead. He's up there trying to find where the key goes.
Shit.
All right. So you're unaware. Does anyone else want to do an insight check?
He's actually gonna say this is the most
Um.
complicated vehicle I've ever seen in my life. And I want to do he's saying that as convincingly as he can.
Who? Zusan?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna make a deception check. He's
It's-
convince him it's very complicated.
So,
Not a very good
Mew
job.
is like looking through the front window trying to figure it out, and then he actually he opens his door to look outside to see if that's where you turn it on from, and Shell just sees exactly where the key belongs. What do you do?
She's goes, Grandma had one of these. Lily takes the key from your hand and places it in the ignition.
Okay.
Suzanne goes, I hate these stupid dwarven models.
Okay. So Shell just popped up in the front with you and her.
She's sitting on my lap.
I will
Yep,
be
there you
right
go.
back.
Well, there's
Like
two
2
spots. We didn't really draw the cars flat.
Okay.
All right, so she's
Okay.
sitting next to you, and she just grabbed the keys out of your hand, and we don't even have to do a strength check. We know you couldn't have prevented it. And she.
Wait. Can I take another action?
Sure.
Do a deception check to convince Assassino that he needs to get out and go collect guard 5.
Okay. Let's hope you can drive away fast enough. All right, go ahead. Oh, okay.
Oof.
All right, and all right. What do you say to him?
So I say, hey, we're forgetting about guard 5. Assassino, you should go and collect him.
You have like all these poor guards with like numbers printed on their fucking backs.
Yeah, guard number 5.
All right, and he's like, oh, good point, and he wanders out.
Okay, now let's drive the fuck out of here.
Oh no, there's a demon showing up on the board. You better get out. I don't know what's happening in that cave. All right, Shell, what are you doing? Oh, you guys drew a top view of the car. How cute.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the gnome's still
Joe
looking
points at the
outside to
gas
try
pedal
and see
goes,
what happens.
Step on the big square button.
Step on the big square button.
Okay,
The
so
entire thing. No, I
so can I what would I do to like insight check to listen to her? Is that
Roll intelligence again. You get a +5 because she's helping you.
okay? All right, so I'll go to main and roll.
All
Okay,
right.
and then
this time,
+5. Okay.
Having the additional knowledge of how to actually use this vehicle, you press on the gas and zip off into the distance.
All right, and the party succeeds. No guards.
I watch what he's doing so I know how to drive this car in the future.
Yeah. All right. So, oh my God, deleting that token. All right. It's getting too big. Finally. All right. So in the distance behind you, you hear Assassino and Guard 5 shouting, "You motherfuckers!" But after
Obviously, they can't chase the car.
No, no, they can't. Let's see, dexterity. Nope, they can't roll a 30. All right, so. Okay, so at this point, you guys are finally back on the world map, and you've
Oh wait, our donkey.
the donkey is gone along with Bash. The donkey.
Yeah, we lost Bat.
All right, so Assassino and Guard 5 can now take turns riding the donkey back home.
Well, no, because the donkey would have been in the other cart, wouldn't it have been?
I don't even know.
That got taken away by the gazebo ship.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's sure.
About Fantasy Ground.
What?
How do I pan left and right inside the map window?
Middle mouse, hold middle mouse and drag. That's
There's also a gray circle in the bottom right corner. You can click and hold on it and drag around that way too.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
No problem.
So
What
are we
was
supposed to be
happening?
looking at the world map now, not the...
Yep, I have shared the new sheet. You can close that demon summoning realm.
okay.
Oh, finally! Oh my
I
god!
look forward to a boss fight there later.
Oh god! Yeah, I know. Right?
wait, what the fuck is this thing?
That's you guys.
That's fish.
Da-da-da, fish.
It's called a burrow.
It is the
We should
spirit
probably
of
post a picture
fish.
of fish with a picture of a card now.
All right, so
Okay.
let's go ahead and mark the map real quick. With
Market?
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new
15 feet.
story element. All right.
20 feet.
All right. The cave where the
Let's say it's
party
20
abandoned the guards and all the meat they murdered.
We did not take one bat with us.
Oh shit, we should have done that for food.
It'll be there when we get there, when we go back there later.
All right.
Pretty sure we'll be rotting by the time we get back there.
Nice.
Murder Mountain Cave.
Based on how you look at it, some people would say it's aging.
All right. It's aging. There you go. Oh, you're in the desert. All right.
At
So
least
now
the
there's
guards won't starve to death.
now there's a marker here. Make.
I don't see a marker.
All right. There you go. You should see it now. So.
Nope.
I don't see a marker.
Murder Mountain Cave. Okay.
Murder Mountain Cave. It should be green pin up where you guys were.
There it is.
Okay.
I see the green pin.
Nice.
All right. So now we
Okay.
know where that was. All right. So keep in mind, you guys just you came from Arthame, but Arthame was the one who sent you out with the guards. Just FYI. So.
Do we know of any other cities anywhere near here, or is
Nope.
it just Arthame?
You are completely unaware of any other settlements on the entire planet.
Why can't we go back again?
Well, I mean, you could if you want to, but you were supposed to go with those armed guards and come back with the meat.
Hey, well, it's not our fault they were too stupid to stay alive, so...
So
Yeah, but do we? But
Okay.
so I'm going to talk to the party and say, do we really want to go back into indentured servitude?
I say we go all the way west till we hit the end of this disc-shaped Earth and follow.
this disc-shaped Earth. All right, and this is just like a fraction of the map. Just FYI. So.
This is the most fun I've had in years. As long as you don't mind, I'm going to write a book about this later.
All right, in the
Whatever you say, Susan.
the gazebo shaped spaceship crashed, or it went up kind of like northeast, just FYI, and yeah. So if you wanted to investigate kind of in the northeast area, there was a spaceship crash. Rather,
A spaceship crash.
well, okay, so it
Might
drugged
I
it
point
drugged
out
the
that if-
shit up that way. We'll say. Sorry.
If we're going to be on our own for a while, there might be some expensive things in that.
Bloop.
That way.
Okay, so if we can get a spaceship, right, can we just buy Arthame Hub?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's an
how
interesting
much-
Why
proposition.
would you
How
want
much
to
money would
buy
it cost to
prison?
just buy the planet? Or sorry, the disc world.
The Discworld. Okay, so this seems hard. I'm out. Really, Stever? Come on. All you gotta
So
do
one
is
of us-
participate in the conversation, right? We're just saying, hey, we're going up this way. Okay, so just say wherever you want to go, and you can go there. You just gotta go
Northeast.
one of these cubes at a time. All right, is everyone in agreement? Anyone who disagrees will have to roll persuasion.
Wait, what's the group's mentality? We're gonna go after the spaceship?
Yeah, we're going to investigate the ship because that's our
Let's
stuff
go
right now.
ransack that shit.
Well, I would suggest otherwise because that's where Assassina is.
I mean, there was a
So-
big explosion over there, so there's a good chance they're all dead.
We can go scout the area and leave if Assassina's alive.
Okay, I would like to slowly approach and make sure we don't run headfirst into another situation. I'd like to get some rest in here soon, and potentially we could do that.
Gotcha. So you're suggesting that you find a place to make camp?
Yep, that's my suggestion to the group.
All right. Is everyone in agreement of at least going northeast to the next block
Yes.
to get some distance between you and the people following on a donkey?
Yes.
Okay. And
Sure.
let's see here. All right. And so it's late at night. You guys have gone. I think each of these blocks was 10 kilometers. And you're still up against the mountainside. You don't see anything of particular interest.
How
You're just
many
reading
hours
their
of life
chat.
do we have left?
It's the middle of the night. It was already dark when you guys were all fighting.
So we should probably set camp.
So at this point, you are only 20 kilometers from the Murder Mountain Cave. Just FYI.
Question
Can
is,
we
do we
see-
get out of the car to make camp, or do we make camp in the car while two people drive it?
I mean,
I say we're only
there's
20
lots of
20
potential
meters
options.
or 20 miles.
20 miles or
20 miles.
kilometers.
Do we want to go more, or should we rest?
Why don't we have just two people drive while everyone else sleeps? We can rotate.
Why don't we kill Tater?
Tater's
While
is
this
already
proposal
unconscious.
is accurate,
Oh, can I heal someone?
Not until you've rested. You guys are all fucked up.
Let's just stop here and make camp then. It looks like everyone could use a rest.
Okay. So are you gonna continue
I agree to
driving
camp.
or camp in place?
I'm gonna suggest everyone just set up camp. Everyone's out of it right now.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna set up here, and then we've got. All right. So at this point,
And I suggest that Steebert takes the first watch.
Okay, how?
Open your eyes, that
Steebert's pretty injured, just FYI. So fuck you, Steve. Gotcha. I understand now. All right, so at this point, let's go ahead and we will consider that hunting for a living quest has been completed, despite the fact that you did not do it at all the way I planned.
We actually bring the meat to the town.
No, but you successfully so whether or not you do things in the way that you're asked to, you still are accomplishing the goal.
It's kind of like we're well-behaved prisoners, and all of a sudden the bars disappeared, and we're just like, huh.
All right, and then
I guess we're just gonna leave.
Mhm.
yeah, and so for escaping Servitude will be another quest that I didn't think you guys were quite ready for, but it looks like you survived it. All right. All right. So we'll go ahead and award these. All right. So let's see. What's the required experience for level 2? Can you check on that for me, Susan?
Wait, how did Steven get more
yeah.
XP? He didn't get more XP than me. Shut up.
Oh yeah, what?
Not the same amount of XP. You're wrong.
Everyone got the same. Did he just claim he got more, Stever? Fucking Stever. He's like, I got more experience, bitches.
Wait, how do you know you got experience?
Did you see in the chat that there was like 455 experience given to Tater's bite-sized shell?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, Fish and Bash shouldn't actually be in the party anymore. They're gone.
Who?
What?
Oh, Fish is the mule. Never mind.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Wait, but it's not a fish. Oh no. What do we have to do?
I'm almost there. I'm getting the chart.
Meanwhile, Fish leveled up.
And
I
then
know,
you gotta
like
remember
Fish.
to,
Meanwhile.
you gotta remember to make sure that you mark on the Murder Mountain Cave that there's a demon lurking for us when we decide to ever come back here.
Okay, and then also 1 second. I
A
forgot.
demon named Taters?
Are you still looking up the level 2 experience level?
I'm gonna send you the chart actually.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure if they are leveled that people.
It's
are-
300 XP is level 2.
Sweet. All right, so people have hit level 2. That means like while you're sleeping, you guys can level up, which is awesome.
And what I sent you is from the player's handbook, so that's not private information. So anyone that wants to see that, it's okay to share it.
Yeah, go ahead and put that in the regular roleplay channel for them. That's basically if it's not to do with storyline, then I'm okay with us sharing stuff. All right, let's go ahead and drag the.
Hey, that means I get spells now. Woo.
I'm level 2. That means I'm pretty sure that means I've won, right?
What?
No.
Okay, and how does leveling work in Fantasy Ground?
Looks like we have to manually change it.
Yeah,
Do we?
so let's see here. I'm giving the experience right now, so let me go ahead and award that. You guys are at 538 experience each. So the way it works is actually pretty easy. I'll for anyone who's watching the stream, I'll show you how to do it here, but I'll describe it while I go. Basically, who isn't here from the people playing? It looks like probably I'll level up Benson's character.
So how much XP do we have total then?
Total, everyone has 538. So not quite enough for level 3.
God damn it.
How do I level up?
Okay, so I'm gonna walk us through it here shortly. Just a moment.
Can I double my XP if I pay $2.99?
What? You're gonna pay for more experience? Maybe if
Okay.
you were in a town, you could buy like some kind of superpower. This is a future setting. All right, so we're gonna take Super Benson here, right? He is a level 1 cleric. He is so that he's 2 total levels, so it automatically calculated 2 levels being available. What we're gonna go and do, so you open up that class level. If you double click on your like class level area, it'll bring up a little option here that shows your levels. When you're leveling, you have the option to actually put a level of a different class in if you wanted, so you can do mixed classes, but there's a penalty for that, right, Troa?
Yes, but it's really complicated and I don't remember it.
Okay. So
In general,
if someone
red
wants to do
multi
that, let me
classing-
know. But for especially the fact that most of you guys are new, I don't recommend it.
the bigger the gap in the 2 levels, the bigger the penalty gets. That's why it's difficult to multi-class.
Yeah, you have to basically keep them the same level, ideally. All right, so Super Benson is going to level up his cleric. So he's now a level 2 cleric. All I had to do was basically pull up the class list, drag the I next to cleric over the class level area, and it levels it up.
Okay, so we the class list. Oh,
All right, so yeah, I'm confused on what I'm supposed to do. So can we like step by step walk me through a level up?
Yeah.
Go to main on your player thing.
'Kay.
Double tap your class and level.
Hold
the right
on.
side.
Like double tap the actual class and level, or the
Yeah. It
Yeah,
should
like-
say
Or-
range. Like
yeah.
mine says range. So click that.
Okay.
Hit dice now.
Yeah.
It'll bring up a thing on there. You have your total level XP, next level, etc. Go to the I thing
'Kay.
under your specific class. It'll open up what your class is.
Yep.
Drag your I into your level, and it'll level you up.
Drag my which level? Total level or level?
Just to level of that class that you want to level up.
oh.
Okay.
And if you have certain things that you have to like choose that it can do automatically, it will ask you then. Level 2 doesn't tend to have like choices on backgrounds and stuff, but now you should have additional spell slots, and you should
Is
look-
it spell slots? Because it's like spells known is now 5 instead
Yeah,
of 4.
that goes up too. So you can pick some additional spells, and you have another spell slot. Just so you understand, the lore for Magic in Dungeons and Dragons basically says that you have the ability to, like you basically pocket up the magic while you're preparing, and you're able to do quick bursts of that magic. So while you're resting, you're basically storing those spell capabilities. And so anything that requires a level has those. So in this case, Benson didn't pick any of his cantrips either, right? And so while you guys work on yours, I'm gonna work on his cantrips there, and then I can help walk you guys through each of those. So everyone, go ahead and drag that over. So I've got a veggie druid. In your case, you're just gonna. All right, it looks like you already did a level 2 for it. You dragged druid over. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good there. I'll type the 900. So 900 is when we'll hit level 3. And then that. Normally we always want to keep the experience for the next level set up there. It looks like Ranger level 2 is done from you. Shell is a fighter level 2.
I noticed that I didn't get my new ability for level 2.
Which one?
Action Surge.
Let's see here. So, is it an ability?
I think so. Action Surge, parentheses, one use.
Is it a feature?
I think so. I'm pretty new at the game.
Okay. Go to that part of the book where if it has an eye next to it, just pop a picture into the channel for this stuff, and I'll look at it real quick with you. Just to help there. Rex is a sorcerer level 2, 900 for your next level. So, yeah, so you should be able to pick some more level 1 spells, and you have another spell slot now. So if I look at sorcerer, I hit the eye next to the sorcerer, then I go to your.
Can't I pick level 2, or do I have to pick?
No, so at this point you have at level 2.
Nothing.
At a second level, you have 4 cantrips, and first you have 2 spells known. You have 3 first level spells known. You learn 2 second level spells on your 3rd level.
Okay.
right? So if you look at this this kind of chart here,
Oh, okay.
you see
No,
how
yeah,
at
I
first
see.
level you have 2 known spells, 2 first levels. You have 3
Yeah.
at level 2 and 4 at level 3, along with those 2 second level spells. So that is how that works. Shell, you were asking about a special fighter thing. So let me click here, hit the eye.
I found it and I put it in features, but this does suggest that you have to look at your features when you level up to make sure you're getting what you need.
That's possible.
All right, I think I'm good.
Yeah, so if you look at these charts here on your class, it'll have proficiencies and features. So action surge, one use is a second level one, so it should have been added to your features.
It wasn't added automatically though, I had to put it in.
Yeah, it's good to know. All right, and then we go from there. Normally I've experienced it going in Zusan. Let's double check you. You're rogue, level 2. You already added the experience for the next one, so you're good there. And at this point, who's actually doing first watch?
I think we said it was gonna be Ben.
Yeah, I think we voted it was Stevert.
Yeah.
Do I have to come
I
back?
got a quick question. So one of my features is fighting style. I adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. It gives me a couple options. How do I actually choose that? Like, it doesn't give me anything to drag in anywhere.
You should have. Well, let us know what the options are. If they're features, then
It's a feature called fighting style, but like the sub things are like archery, defense, dueling, 2-weapon fighting, and I can pick one of them.
okay. So, which one do you want?
Well, I already have really high dexterity, so archery is useless to me because my accuracy is going to be high.
Well, I mean, it just makes you
Ooh.
more OP with that. It gives you
Well, yeah,
another
but
+2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons.
would that actually help if I already am going to be hitting most of the time anyway?
Yeah, well, it'll
Or-
prevent you from missing in more
Alright,
circumstances,
screw it.
right? So if that's
Screw
going
it,
to be your
I'll
main, you can make it OP, or you can be, hey, I want dueling, right? Or like whichever one you think would be most beneficial. It just depends what your playstyle is going to be, right? If you're always going to be hanging back in the
entirely
shadows,
ranged.
then you should just keep on boosting ranged.
Alright, then archery will be the fighting style.
What do I need to do to keep watch?
Okay, so we're just saying you're keeping watch, and then if anything
Okay.
happens, you'll be the one who
first to
rolls for. Well, it'll be.
I mean, I'm
So,
just trying to play some Nitro type right now, so
so,
if you
so
need me to help.
basically, your only ideal that's written here is that you're committed to your crewmates and not to ideals, and so you're as long as you feel that you're part of the group, you're there. So we're gonna say whoever is on watch is gonna be up in the driver's seat logically.
I'll take first one.
In which map?
All right, so Zusan and Stevert are. So I've got the marching formation on the party sheet. If you click the party sheet button, we're gonna set up the way you guys are sorted in the vehicle. I'm assuming you guys are camping in the vehicle, not like going out.
Oh, I kind
In
of
the
wanted
desert.
to go out and sit in the dirt.
Okay, so all right, Taters is over here in the dirt next to the car.
So I can add a level 1 spell because I've gotten it more.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's see here.
What
And,
else happens from leveling up? What does proficiency do?
proficiency is for I think weapon proficiencies, right? I can't remember. Let's see. Here.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's proficiency in specific things.
Yeah, because it just says I get a +2 proficiency at second level.
I think
Yeah, of
you
a
can do that
chosen
for
weapon
skills
type.
as well, or
The
weapons.
+2 proficiency comes in automatically. It's to the right of your class and level.
Let's see here, persuasion. Where is that?
Okay, and what does that do?
Mm.
You get a +2 when you make a roll using that skill.
But it's what skill? Is it
Oh, so
spellcasting? Is it?
If you
It's
go
the
to
bard
if you go
ones,
to
I
your
think.
skills, the one with the lit up stars are proficient.
Ah, okay, yeah. So
Oh,
you
okay.
have deception, performance, persuasion, and sleight of hand. So
But
you
they
get
didn't go up.
no. You get an additional +2 for your proficiency.
Can I try that right now, just
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
test?
Yeah, just test it. See what happens.
Oh, it's still saying +9, not +11. Because it was +9 already.
Maybe that goes in misc. I don't know.
Let's see here. We can look that up before we do another encounter for sure.
Yeah, I just want to know what that
Yeah.
proficiency is supposed to be, right? Because
Yeah.
I've got 2 stars into deception. Like I've doubled up on deception, and it was already +9. So, like I leveled up if I'm getting 2.
Yeah, where does it say the proficiency part on the bard piece here?
So when you go to like the level chart. Oh, wait a second. So it's not like an additional +2. It's just right now my proficiency is +2 until I get to the 5th level when it's
Oh,
plus.
yeah, then it'll be +3. So it's been +2 this whole time.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's not +2, +2, +2. It's just like total that's getting added to all those.
Yeah,
skills.
there was something else about leveling up. Let me go back and read, and I'll talk later.
Okay, so I think that Bite Size, MU were sitting next to each other, and then we got Benson, and then Shell seems to be warming up to Zusan, so she'll sit here, and then Taters is outside, and there you go.
Tater sucks.
Missing a map.
Taters
I'm just
is
gonna
unconscious
do
still,
this.
actually, so until you've rested, he's just kind of wherever you guys put him. Can you help? What do you mean?
I was gonna do a medicine thing, but
Oh,
never
you
mind.
guys still haven't rested yet, so you've leveled up. But the leveling up actually happens while you rest. So I was just helping us get through it. Super Benson. Alright, if it becomes necessary, I'll add the spells for him, but we need to finish leveling him up. And now I think we do it from here. We do a rest. Maybe.
Turn taters.
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, I
Taters.
didn't actually do my spells. How do I like add them? Because I go into the abilities.
You
like,
could go to
or
the spells section in the book. and
Alright,
you pull
party
it up
is
and
taking a long
you click on
rests.
person or
And
class, and
then
then it gives you a list.
Okay, I think I know what you mean.
okay, let's
But
see
I
here.
used-
And boop. And okay. Let's see here. We've got Zusan. Go ahead and do a wisdom check. And then Stevert will have to do a wisdom check too.
Which dice is that?
If you go to your character sheet, you can double click wisdom and roll for you.
Okay.
What do we do? I was
You
reading.
guys are asleep. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You just-
Which one's the character sheet?
so if you double click on your picture, it'll bring up the character sheet.
Okay.
And then you see that whole wisdom +1 thing in the bottom right?
Yep.
Go ahead and drag that over into the chat. Or you can double click on it and it'll roll for you automatically.
Just drag it right on in. Just
Did that
don't
work?
even think about it.
No, didn't see it. And just try double clicking on it. There you go.
That's a save.
That's fine. That's what we were doing, and then we go boop boop boop. I need to while I delete these things.
Oh, this is what I was reading. Jack of all trades. Starting at the 2nd lever, you can add half your proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check that you make that doesn't already include that bonus. So,
I get the shape.
So I get +1 to everything that's not golden starred, but +2 to everything that is. Okay.
So, doesn't Wild Shape, that's a skill, right? Or a spell? Wild.
Okay.
How does
Alright,
that work?
so
Anybody know?
yeah, wild shape would like give you the ability to see someone that
Is
is
it a
wild.
cantrip or a spell?
It's something that's unlocked at level 2. I'm not sure.
Oh, it might be a feature.
Yeah, it's a. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a feature. What does that mean?
Features are things that are just part of your character, and then you can choose to use them during your action phase.
Alright,
Okay.
so Stebert and Susan, while you're guarding, you hear an approaching jackass, and you hear the familiar voice of Guard 5 cursing in the darkness.
That's
You
cool.
hear what cursing in the darkness?
Guard 5.
You hear Guard 5's voice on approach. You're in the
Oh,
front of the vehicle. Everyone else is
We-
asleep.
We start driving forward.
Alright, roll intelligence.
So you have to roll like awesomeness as well.
Well, we'll see
You
if you
mean
can
one
start
of the
it.
guards that was protecting us was yelling out? I believe what we should do then is wake everybody up.
So, Susan, yeah, none of the guards were really protecting us. They were the ones keeping us in indentured servitude.
Oh, and now they're dead. Okay.
Well,
Well,
Guard
guard-
5 and Assassino were
They were
tricked
sort of
into
like
staying
prison
out of the
guards.
vehicle, and then you guys drove off.
Those are the ones we left behind.
Alright. Yo, Taters wasn't actually outside because of the fact that he was actually unconscious, so luckily he wasn't able to make that stupid choice.
Well, I dragged him under the wheel, so.
No, you didn't say that beforehand, so sorry. You should have thought about
Wait.
it. Alright,
Wait,
so...
it does. But he's under the wheel in the picture.
No, he's not.
Wait,
You're
what?
looking at the wrong... You're looking at the wrong
Okay.
map. Alright.
Looking at the part.
Okay,
God,
so
this is
you're
confusing.
trying to drive away. You turn on the vehicle and go ahead and roll performance. It's in your skills. Let's see how cool you look while you go away.
Which one's that?
It's under your
Go to skills.
This is
Ah,
this
okay,
is something
so
Taters
cool.
made up, and I like it because it's annoying. So. All right, you look really shitty driving away, but you make it.
Haha.
Like grandma driving?
Yeah, seriously. All
Like
right.
Tater's flying a ship driving.
He's like white knuckled nose hanging over the top of the steering wheel.
Yeah, he's just like wiggling around. And it's like okay, and then all right, everyone wakes up and because you're driving. Anyways, okay, so cool. Luckily, you barely noticed them. It was very close to you guys being sneak attacked in the middle of the night. And I assume you kept driving in the direction you guys were heading. Right, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
In the
The
forward
spaceship.
direction.
Alright, cool. So you finish your rests and you continue to drive away from the two guards that were on your tail. And what do you guys do now?
Let's investigate
Throw
that
Taters
crashed
out of the
ship.
car.
Wait, so I'm recovered, yep.
Yeah, you are now
Why are you
conscious.
trying so
Okay.
hard to kill haters?
He just wants
just
to get him to
really-
play Space Engineers, and clearly he's gonna have to
Dude,
be.
it's
So, is it my turn yet? Can I beat
It's
Taters
really
unconscious and throw him out of the car? Is there
Come
time?
on, dude.
That's
Actually,
not-
that would be against Steber's character sheet,
Yeah,
right?
that's not to his character. If you want to roll another character that everyone kills, then we can do that for next session. Actually, if you want to play villains, you're more than welcome to help me in that regard. Actually, there's
Yeah, but like if you want to be like really adversarial as a team member, it gets kind of
basically it forces everyone to just kill you. basically. I get that you're joking. I
am,
just want to
like,
make sure
literally close to
because some
freezing your
people actually
brain.
do what you're describing. So we're just making sure that you understand that given that this character's personality was written already, you wouldn't be able to just like suddenly give him a personality change outside of some event occurring.
When we
Wait,
made
but
that
he's a
summoning circle, we
pirate.
didn't know what we summoned into this plane. It immediately possessed one of our crew members,
There
and
you go.
nobody
Yeah,
noticed.
exactly. So in this case, though, no, we gotta play at least to his. Hey, he's a team player and he's true neutral, right? So he's actually never really going to take a side in matters, other than he's going to stick with whatever team he thinks is his. All right, so at this point, let's
Ha!
go ahead.
Can't kill me.
I can't figure out. There you go.
Does that mean I'm an immortal now?
What? An immortal?
Yeah.
Nope.
You're just
Only
a
from your own party.
You're a potato who happens to be conscious now.
Okay, so I can do wild shape, right? So does that mean I can just turn into like just a potato?
If you want that to be the wild shape you choose.
It's one form though.
Yeah, I
That
think
kinda-
you can only pick one wild shape. So you
Turn
could
to a
pick
potato
actual potato as your wild shape as the potato dwarf. I mean, that seems to be in character.
Yep.
All right,
Different
so
types of
Because at
potato
second level,
mole.
it says I can't in no flying or swimming speed. Therefore, potatoes can't fly nor swim. I guess they can float, but
all right, so
no.
you guys have come up. You're driving past and you see a fort, or it's like a desert camp. And do you guys want to investigate it?
I say we just keep driving. What do you guys think?
Well,
I want to get to that.
can I roll an investigation?
Yeah.
This position to see what else I can learn.
Yeah, and then we'll say that at this point it's morning, so you guys
Okay.
actually can
Okay, so from our current position, I roll an 18 for investigation. I'd like to learn more about this particular.
okay,
Situation.
So
Just go green.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it
morning.
did.
I just switched the daytime.
It's
All right,
weird.
so let's see here. I'm gonna share this map to you. You can see just the beginning part of. There's basically a slope up the side of these rocks here, and you see a couple people kind of milling about in the. It looks like a small town, and just got a couple buildings. They've got some weird ass looking farm animals. You see what looks like a watering hole in the middle of the area, and yeah, like no one seems to have noticed you guys. They're kind of milling about doing their own shit.
Okay. Appreciate
I
that.
don't see a reason we need to stop here unless somebody needs to shop.
We could go restock. I could use some more ammo in case we get ambushed later.
And get some food, because I'm pretty sure we haven't eaten.
I would like a bath.
Who needs food?
Oh no, Steve disconnected.
Do they have a McDonald's?
If they happen to have an inn, I might be able to earn us some wages by performing.
Sexually.
That is
No
a
one wants to
performance.
sleep with- No one wants to sleep. I can make
That
people
is
give
the
us
skill
some
you will
tea.
roll.
Performance check. I rolled an 18.
I
Alright,
can make people give us some. Oh,
you humped the seat very well. However, the gnome did a less impressive job. He couldn't reach.
I will say that
It's a lot harder to hump correctly.
So out of character. I want to ask out of character a world question. What is the understanding of how this world works? Like, if we as former indentured servants rolled up on a random town, but in this world, I mean, I'd imagine we'd have some understanding of the world around us.
Yeah, so normally you guys would be going into kill anything or anyone in order to convert said organic matter into food. So the
Damn.
normal experience for any inhabitants on this planet near Arthame Hub is that Arthame Hub sends out Humvees, kills things, and then takes them back.
You know, speaking of gruesome murder, I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be back. In a few minutes.
So the
back in World Chat, then I try to convince our teammates to hide the vehicle around a corner and walk up to the village.
So I'm thinking, like, if that's the case, I probably want to shed this uniform, store it back.
probably a good idea. And you would be
and-
aware of that as this group, especially as having just escaped the indentured servitude of Murder Quest.
Yeah, and I think we should also, as a group, scavenge the vehicle to see if there are any supplies that we need to take.
Any
Are we
what?
just gonna dump the vehicle?
What?
Like, yeah, because I mean, if this vehicle is going to mark us as members of the evil faction of Arthame Hub, yeah, then what I'd like to do is scavenge the vehicle, salvage any useful materials or supplies that we might want to keep with us, but we probably want to ditch this vehicle and then cover our tracks. Especially
Maybe we
since,
could sell it for parts. That way we can get some stuff.
well, maybe we can convince somebody in this town to buy the parts, but I don't know that we want to roll up it into this town in that vehicle.
Let's
So-
see if that town has a chop shop that we can.
Yeah,
sell.
because it might have a chop shop for us, right? So, but we won't know that until we get there. And if we roll up and people don't know, we're just going to come and raid their village and kill them all. That's gonna send the wrong message to the inhabitants of this camp. So I'm thinking we stash the vehicle out of sight. We know we're being tracked by Assassino and Guard 5, so we want to cover our track. We can sell the vehicle and find a chop shop. We can always try to relocate the vehicle and sell it for something. But I'd say
we
it's
wouldn't want to give up our transportation entirely, though. So, are there other vehicles on this planet that maybe we could
We should
trade
check
it for?
the village first before we chop it up. We should just hide the vehicle, go
Well-
down and see what they have.
well. So what? Yeah, y'all did yet? What I'm thinking is we've got to figure out if there's anything in this vehicle that we can't live without. We need to take it. Before now, we didn't even have access to the front seats. You've even seen if there's anything in there. And I only had a very short period of time to check the vehicle for things, and that's when I found the keys. So I think it would be important for us to investigate, maybe an investigation or insight. I think it's investigation, right? I want to see what anything in the vehicle we need to keep.
Yeah.
That's an intelligence-based skill.
Okay, so I rolled an 11. I don't know if anybody else wants to.
So, and the gnome
Yeah.
threw crackers in the air.
I'll try.
If Dora will allow.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
it-
investigate
assist.
the vehicle. Too.
Yeah, exactly. I think as a party we should all search the vehicle.
Okay.
Inside
Go ahead
though?
and roll persuasion. If,
Okay. All right. So I will try to persuade the party, even though the people here can make their own decisions. But I fucking rolled a 23, so
all right.
get to work.
Just keep in mind that it's a very persuasive person suggesting. All right.
Oh, I did lousy investigation. All right.
Let's see here, and I
Better than
want
I.
to do it.
That was
No,
my
it was falling
inside
asleep.
roll to
Like,
assist with his
3
assessment.
Well, insight's a wisdom check. You should be investigating.
Okay, so insight roll. Susan, you're aware that there's a tracker on the vehicle.
Oh shit.
I will say something immediately.
Okay.
There's a tracker on this vehicle. Might we remove that post haste?
The gnome gasps and faints.
I feel like we should leave the tracker.
So dramatic.
Persuasion. Roll persuasion, Tater.
Oh, okay.
If you're
It's
gonna
gonna
if you're
fail.
gonna have a dumb idea, all right. All right, you just start screaming incoherently about keeping trackers in place.
What? That's not my role. That was. God damn it.
Did you roll?
Unique.
Oh,
No, I
performance.
didn't get to roll.
What the hell is this? Okay, that's actually what
That was for me.
That
That
was
was-
your dramatics.
that. So you're literally just throwing chips
God
in the
damn it.
air out of a bag. All right, and you are screaming about how trackers are for the good of the people.
Yeah. All right. I roll like a sleight of hand tracker vehicle.
It's just well, so Zusan knows
crap.
exactly where it is based on his roll. So he's
I'll
Okay.
he's
just
able to
tell
just
you where it is.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
thinking like there's got to be some kind of like mechanical ability to move this from the vehicle, right?
But
It's probably.
as I show you where it is, I gently put one of my tentacles on your shoulder.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Not
Mm.
in a sexy way, like I don't understand personal
In a
space kind of way.
Damn it.
So it's a little sexy.
Well, I'm gonna react with animal handling roll of.
Animal handling. All right, so you he tries to caress your tentacles, but it hurt just a little bit. Just so you know, Susan.
I apologize.
Okay.
Not on the first date.
Jeez. Oh.
Gosh.
It hurts
Can I-
so good. All right.
Can I take
What are you doing,
That's
Rich?
terrible.
He's still down there on his hands and knees picking up chips, but he's praying that he'll find all of them. All right, so
Praying to the great Lord of
okay, so you guys disabled the tracker, and cool. Basically, at this point, with everyone looking through it, you find a gun in the glove compartment that was like taped up to the top. You find and you find like some money.
Are there bullets?
It's an energy gun.
Are there
It is
energy
charged.
bullets?
It is charged.
Okay.
Energy bullets.
How does it
anyone
refuel?
object
Do
if
you
I
plug
take
it into an outlet or connect it to
Are,
the solar panel?
I would. Well, okay, so what ability is going to use a gun? Going to be like a dexterity check?
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask the group who's got the highest dexterity.
Who's
Hand
the
the
best
weapon
with
the
a
best.
gun?
Oh, I should do
Yeah.
it. I should do
I
it.
have
should do
I
it.
have a 15 dexterity.
I have a 3.
7.
All right, so honestly, the gnome is the like best ranged. He's got 20 dexterity.
Okay, So
and,
then
and he's
I-
a pure range build.
so I'm thinking, Susan, that we should give it to the gnome.
Fair enough.
So
That makes sense,
Yeah.
but I kind of want it anyway.
All right, how
Even
does
though
the
I don't have-
gnome how does the gnome feel about this?
The
do you want a gun?
range?
Do you want a
No,
gun,
range
gnome?
is a range weapon
What?
because it
Okay.
is range, and range is
I
life.
can't object to anything that draws attention away from me.
All right, so let's see here. We've got. I think I would add this to the. What we normally do is it would be in the inventory tab of the piece here. Gun staying at kneecap height for the big people. Yeah, Varrock says. Woo! Gun staying at kneecap height. Giving it to the gnome. That's right. I mean, like.
Well, he can always hop up on my shoulders. I'm tall.
Exactly. He's basically a shoulder gnome based on all of his behavior so far.
Sweet. I've got a shoulder cannon now.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and add this I should have never taught him how to add all those dice.
I love it.
Okay, and I can't spell Mew, of course, so
Alt 230.
what? Alt
Alt
230.
Zero.
your name.
Oh my god. Okay, well that's the thing. Okay, so that should be assigned to you, and you should be able to drag it over to your inventory now. There were let's say 25 neutron blocks. So we'll go ahead and distribute those automatically. All right, cool. That actually
As in
looks like
100% to me.
what?
100% to me.
Nope. Everyone got 2 neutron blocks,
What's a neutron block? Is that the
and
current state?
Mew
Yeah.
got the energy gun, and that actually worked. I just by assigning it, that worked.
Does that just go into our inventory? Do we have to write it somewhere?
I already added it to the inventory through this. So I have this thing called the party sheet. The inventory portion of the party sheet, I'm able to add stuff that you guys find when you're looting. Okay, so who all is investigating as well? This is so far only a roll for Zusan and Bud, who were searching the vehicle. Is anyone else looking in the vehicle for anything?
I looked. I got a 10.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna roll some loot dice for you guys. It's special Gandhi hand-painted loot dice. So let's see here.
Wait, Gandor, you said there were 40 of them? For 40
What?
neutron blocks?
18.
Oh, 18. I thought you said 40.
I did 20. It leaves some extras because it was not able to distribute them evenly, but they'll be there. All right, so
Nice.
Do I have a way
okay,
to
so
add
you
this energy gun
didn't
to my
find
weapon?
anything. You did roll dexterity, Rex.
Index. How do I do that? Fuck.
It's a dexterity saving
Ew.
throw. So
So what
Nice.
is
11.
the attack? That takes dexterity. What's the damage of the energy gun?
we need to invent the energy gun. We'll do that after this session's over because
Alright.
that's
Unique
a little
is the
bit more.
richest of us all.
I actually would say it does 1d6 plus 1 damage. Would seem right for an energy gun.
Yeah, I
1d6.
think it's basically we gotta take the bow and
Treat
do
it like a plus
modification
1
to
bow.
it. Yeah, it's basically a plus 1 bow.
Yeah, so it's just a 1d6 plus 1. Sound good?
Sounds good to
medium
me.
range damage falls off at 60 feet.
Yeah, and that's about right for that kind of weapon, anyways. The nice thing is
after
it's
60 feet, the downside is it doesn't go beyond that. The beam just stops.
all right. Anyone else
There's
searching the
science.
vehicle? Rex, you were on the underside of the vehicle. You opened up a box, and a bunch of really hot shit started spraying out. You were able to dodge most of it. You took 4 damage.
Ouch.
Because you decided to open up what looked like a compartment, but turned out to be actually something that held intentional stuff. All right. It would be energy type damage. I think this would be heat. So fire damage. If we were
Fire or lightning, that's up to you.
yeah. So
I mean, unless you
Prob-
wanted to be an ice beam, that just to be cool. I mean, that's possible.
It's a sad beam. It's a lightning beam.
all right. So we got fire, ice, or all right. It is an ice beam.
Ice.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm basically. Ugh, God, I wish.
Okay, and wait, I gotta add it. And on the side of the gun, it says deep freeze, and it's in a really cheesy '80s font.
And it's in a really cheesy 80s font, which you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are not aware of the fact that it's
Right.
an
As
homage to the
players.
80s of a different universe. All right. Anyone else searching the vehicle?
I rolled and got a terrible roll, so.
No. I roll for you. So you're searching.
I want to search.
Sure.
Can I help search further?
All right. So let's see here. We've got you found a
Woohoo!
kitchen knife.
Can I have it?
Would you like the kitchen knife, Shell?
I do have an axe and 2 knives already, so sure.
All right.
I just rolled
Let's see
a
here.
20 on my inside bonus.
The energy gun has 10 shots.
I'm gonna presume you guys collected my knives,
Okay.
the game I think.
Alright, and then we've got, here we go, rolling. Who else was checking?
Mate.
Okay.
Ayers.
Alright, you
We're back.
found a riot shield.
Does anybody else want it? Can I offer it to the party?
Yeah, it's we can just put riot shield here.
Who's our tank?
Well, it's not me. 'Cause I'm
You guys
potato.
can go to the inventory piece and drag it over if you want, or someone can claim it. It'll
seems like we
be
have-
in there. Anyone else searching?
Andor, it seems that we have two different versions of the neutron block currency. One's called neutron block and one's called neutron blocks.
Oh no.
Which is
It's okay. We'll consolidate at some point.
Oh yeah.
Someday.
I just put 2 for NB for mine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Super Benson and
oh,
blood.
and
I-
yeah, and
Alright,
we've got
so
10 NB.
Well, Bud already searched. Super Benson. He found.
I feel like Super Benson wouldn't act.
He wouldn't.
I don't know. What's his character like? Is he going to be helpful?
His character is it's a healer, and he's pretty specifically about helping. So
Okay, well, yeah.
yeah, so he found.
Bud has 5 sheets of paper.
I do.
Yeah, and 2 flasks of oil.
I do.
Interesting. And a lute. What's a lute?
It's it's an old timey guitar.
Oh, cool.
Like the
I can see
rooster and
what
Rock.
everybody has. That's what
All
we
right,
do.
so he found.
Well, as a bard, yeah.
Inventory.
He found a
Is that high
rapier.
strength?
Cool.
Oh, that sounds so
Super
Stever
Benson.
has an item called star.
Okay. Who
star.
hasn't searched? Anyone hasn't gotten an opportunity to search?
Did I search?
Was my search
I
the me finding the thing, or did I get a
Shell searched. Yeah, that was you finding the gun. So
So
Okay.
I have a question.
yeah.
How an unidentified helmet and an unidentified scroll.
Yep.
In my inventory, how do I identify them?
You would normally take it to a shop, and they can identify it for you.
Okay, perfect. I would also like to take the armored guard uniform that is in my inventory and place it into the vehicle.
Okay. And so
Unless anybody would like to download the armored guard uniform, we're just going to leave it in the car.
Will it fit me? As a potato?
okay, and
No.
you guys did have a discussion about the fact that you would be probably considered an enemy if you wore it.
Exactly. So I've unequipped the uniform, and I'm assuming I just leave it in the car. I don't know how to delete shit, so.
Yeah.
I just flap my tentacles around, and I'm like, yeah, wouldn't fit me.
All right.
Wait,
So
we were being tracked. We
No,
were being
it
tracked.
was-
We just
yeah,
stripped
you were.
the tracker. But we didn't change direction. We're parking our car. Won't people find it while we're in town?
That's a good point. We should move the vehicle into a hiding space and then cover the tracks of the vehicle.
Why don't we just grind down the whole car?
I can have
No,
that
because
Can I
it's
make-
our only form of transportation, as Mew pointed out. You know, the little gnome did make some sense.
Can I make a stealth roll to help find a place to park the car that it'll be hidden?
sure.
Yeah, maybe we should have the person who has the best stealth roll.
All right. So
16's good though.
Dusan
Wait.
suggests driving it further away.
I'm just gonna test.
I agree this
mine.
time.
So do we have our tokens on this map yet at all?
No, you guys aren't in that area. You're just looking into that area. This is the reason you can see it is it's being described to you by Zusan, who had a good perception. And
That was
able to-
me.
Oh, yeah, Bud San.
I
My refusal to be entirely wrong. All right, so okay, at this point, if you guys are in agreement, you could drive the vehicle. If you look at the world map, you can you guys are aware that the cliff kind of curves around behind the town, for about 20 kilometers. And so you could go up that pass and off of the main road.
That would be my suggestion.
Or you could
yes.
go back towards, where you came from, whatever you want.
Well, I don't
I
think we should
say
do that.
let's move it off the main road, but let's also make tracks go in the other direction after we park it somewhere off the road. I want it to look like we drove off.
So you're gonna make tracks with your feet as opposed to the vehicle itself?
No, we're gonna drive the vehicle in both directions, then backtrack it, then drive it this way and hide it, and then only cover the tracks that go to where it really is.
Okay. Alright, so I got
I'm gonna guess that with my stealth being high from my level, I understand the concept of backtrack.
yeah.
And I also have the cantrip, which can was it the prestidigitation that can clean off the area under our tracks if I have to do it
That's
that way.
perfect. Then
Oh,
we'll have the
nice.
false tracks and other.
Okay, so you guys want to go ahead and do that?
Sure.
All right, so let me mark this area real quick so we don't forget where it is. This would be Arthame. I think I might actually be able to drag a map onto here. I can. There you go. So there you go. There's that, and Arthame Desert Pass 2 was that one, so I'll add that there so you can get to the map easily. All right, so you guys head up this way, and then you go north from here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you could technically track into that little alcove if you wanted to go northeast as well. So you see to your left, there's kind of an alcove in the mountains, or you can continue north, which is straight into open desert.
I think if we're trying to leave a false trail, we should probably go towards place where there would be hide the vehicle. If we go into an open desert, it would be really hard to lay a false trail. Unless we're assuming that the open desert's going to blow enough wind to cover our tracks, and that's why
a
the
good
trail
point.
disappeared.
If it's like a sandy style desert, not like hard pan it, yeah, it really wouldn't matter.
Okay.
And
So-
if you do go into the alcove, you're only 10 kilometers from the entrance on foot. If you go directly north, you're 20 kilometers on foot.
So I'd say we'd lead the fake trail into the open desert, and then
Sense, yeah.
the alcove,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
we'll cover our tracks.
So basically, you guys drive directly north.
Yep.
Okay, and then you want to go southwest, right?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Let's approach the camp.
Okay, so then basically at this point here, go ahead and roll for. So you've got your spell to just get rid of the tracks, basically.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay, so at this point, basically, you guys have spent most of the day doing this. It's now nightfall again, and
Whoa.
you're parked over here. You've spent most of the day trailing up through there, and at this point, yeah, we probably want to remove a ration from everyone for the last day. So if you have rations in your inventory, we should
Oh,
be
shit.
minus however many people are in the party, basically, on rations.
Inventory is empty. I knew I had stuff in here before.
So, but yeah, I think there's some housekeeping we got to do on our inventories. So, at this point, we're coming towards the end of the session time at 8:30. So, if you want, we can go ahead and make sure everyone's squared away on their inventories and on their spells or any of the other stuff. I think we're going to go ahead and close out on the, actual activities of the session, right? So we're at nightfall. On the second day, you guys are hidden. You've gone through the effort of erasing your tracks, and
Yep, we've removed the tracker. We've hidden the vehicle, so there's no way for anybody to follow the tracks to where we've hidden it.
yeah. So if let's look through everyone's inventory real quick. So Bud, we know, has everything in the world in his inventory, so he's good. Taters.
Except I have no food.
Your regular pack has rations for 7 days.
Oh, I didn't have.
So
Okay.
if you look at the standard pack that you were supposed to have, so you had the water skin, you had the leather armor.
I didn't have any rations.
Yes, tank card. Okay, so
I do have a 10-foot pole.
yes, you do.
Phrasing.
All right, so you did have a water skin at least, so you've had
Yeah.
enough. At this point, I would
So
update
should
that.
my water skin be empty?
At this point, it would be empty. Taters, can you go ahead and what you need to do is what? Why did you make your treasure have a different set of currency than everything else? You got brains, hands,
What?
squid legs, toes, pet turtle, and soup grate.
I thought those were just treasures.
Well, these,
No.
these are my treasures. you know, whatever makes you happy.
treasures. I didn't realize
Ta-
that was like or something.
All right, so let's talk about this since everyone had a little bit of a hard time with the inventory, other than Bud. Let's see, unique. It looks like you're good there. You had a water skin. Go ahead and can you add we'll add an annotation for your water skin that it's empty. Okay.
My water skin is empty. Okay.
Yep. And then you've got the bedroll. You got the backpack that's empty. You have
Subtracting a ration.
you have a mess kit. So a mess kit actually is enough to feed everyone for the day. You also had 10 rations. Oh, so yeah, you had the 10 rations. So even just unique would have had enough. Each of you guys would have had an inventory though. So okay, we're good on Shell. Shell has an inventory. She had a water skin. She already updated it to empty. And so go ahead and consume one of your rations. If you guys choose to, you can share rations with the people who haven't been able to eat.
Was I supposed to have had rations? Because
Everyone normally has rations. So
all right. Well, and how many would we normally have had?
normally everyone starts out with 10. So if you want to add,
Okay, I'm gonna make it 9 then.
yeah. The rations were. Did you see what they weighed? Rations are 2 pounds each, though, so you would be over encumbered at that point.
Would I? Okay.
So
All right. Well, if in that case, I would have left my chest on wheels in the
Yeah.
damn car.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm not over encumbered.
Cool.
Since I'm squared away, I'm gonna go to sleep because my head hurts.
Yeah, you're totally good to go. I just want to make
Hey,
sure
Joe.
to take this end here to help anyone who needs help. Great job, everyone, so far.
I touched
Thank you.
on wheels.
Okay, so
Good game, guys.
yeah, no, that was awesome. I'm so surprised you lived. So go into the your druid class piece, and then you're going to go into, I think it was backgrounds, right? That had the like starting type stuff. Troa,
Say that again.
is it the backgrounds that tell you what they would normally have? I think it's adventuring gear and
Oh, it's your
Oh
class.
yeah, there's there's stuff for your class. I think I'm pretty sure you get stuff for your class, and sometimes you get things for your background.
okay, so the druid should have started with a wooden shield or any simple weapon, a scimitar, or any simple melee weapon, leather armor, and an explorer's pack, and a druidic focus, right? And so what we can do is basically say, hey, we've got explorer. Oh, there we go. So there's the armor list. Did you have armor? It looked like you didn't have anything but the Warhammer. Basically, we went in and you didn't have anything at all, and you weren't in there in the first session. So I just at least gave you a weapon. So did you? I guess you would have leather armor, is what it says. So we'll grab your leather here, and you're gonna carry it. You're gonna equip it, okay, and then you'll equip the leather armor. That probably would have helped you. Did you want a wooden shield or an additional simple weapon? Taters?
Oh, sorry. Did you mean me?
Mm-hmm.
Should a shield or another weapon?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Keep in mind there's another shield. There's the riot shield already that you could grab.
Yeah, I'm a druid, right? So I don't know how I'd do with like a shield, especially like a big
It's-
shield, like a riot shield.
Yeah, it's apparently standard for the druid class to have. You already have
Oh,
like, proficiency in
oh.
shields, so.
Oh, okay. If that's so, then I'll take the riot shield, I think, right? Because it's probably is that better than like the normal shield I would start with?
Yeah, the riot shield would be better. So we'll say riot shield, and then AC base. I'll adjust it, but yeah. So if you equip the riot shield, okay. So then you're going to have additionally, it looks like an explorer's pack and a druidic focus. So we need to look at adventuring gear. Let's see if explorer's pack. Here we go. So we put this on, and that has a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. The pack also has 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it. So there you go. You've got that stuff there. And I wonder where this would fall under. Is it tools? Druidic focus?
It's probably a tool, I assume.
Adventuring gear, druidic. No, that's a bedroll. And alright, well, I think the druidic focus may not actually be equipment, but I'm not sure.
Ouch.
You okay? Alright, so you've at least got all the basics here now, and then you would have had rations, you know, -1, and we can just say you can refill it once you get into the town. Our gnome is good to go. Rex, you're the only other one. Yeah, you've been
I
suffering.
figured it out.
You did?
I've-
Okay, so you got explorer's
just need
pack,
one
you got your
left.
daggers, you got your robes, and
I
a
need either a
staff.
component powder and the arcane focus thing.
Okay, so let's see
I
here.
can't.
Alright, so my internet's like kind of taking a shit, so I'm.
Yeah,
gonna head out
I
if we're
think-
done, so.
Yeah, I think you're
Cool.
good to go. Great work, guys. Who's gonna write the summary for today's session?
I am currently touching my nose.
Touching my nose.
Also touching my nose.
What? Well,
Nope.
I'm
I'm a
obviously touching
potato.
my
We don't
nose.
have noses, so.
All right, so that means that you have to actually write.
Yeah, you gotta-
summary.
Shit, God, I was trying to.
I
I was trying to get out of it there.
If you look at your profile picture, it almost looks like you have a nose.
It does actually. You have a fairly prominent nose in that picture.
You do.
Should we roll for it? Should we roll?
No, I've. Oh, wait, in that picture.
Susan or
Oh,
Susan,
that one.
are
I
you
should
game
change
to
that
write a
one.
summary of tonight's session?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
All right, guys, roll for it.
Okay.
I mean,
which
I can
guy?
do it. But I'm gonna
I
forget
mean-
things.
All right, 467 against
Wait, how do I bulk draw? Wait, how do I do that?
189. So far, Taters is
Wait.
losing. All right, Rex,
Wait, how do I?
roll.
Oh, wait. He used a lot
How
more
do I
dice
pull
than
It
I
doesn't
did.
matter. You rolled.
But you rolled
I already
too late.
have a
Rex,
description of
roll.
what we did today in the
Wait,
DM's
how do
channel.
333. All right. Come on, you gotta beat 189. That's all you gotta beat, Rex. You could
I
just
like-
drag a shit ton of, or actually you can hold that D20
Click-
and just right
Click and
click.
hold, and just keep right-clicking until you have more dice than you could possibly imagine.
I think the max is
Oh!
like 40.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Hold up. There we go. Let's go. It's about to become. Oh shit, come on.
Okay, I win.
No, you already rolled, Taters.
No, look.
Too late.
Look at-
I didn't roll again. Look, I'm 378. Everybody else is lower than me.
I don't see a 3.
And David, stop rolling new ones.
Jeez.
There we go.
All right, Taters, you lose. You're writing it.
just write a
I don't.
write a high level summary of what happened, and we can always help you fill it out. We just want, hey, I mean,
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, you can stop rolling them now.
Do I have to stop?
No, you don't have to stop. I said you
You
can
can't
stop.
you get to
Oh
stop.
dude, I glitched. I glitched the dice. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Wait, so how are you drawing more than 20?
Carefully.
Let's see here. We got.
God, it is glitched beyond repair.
And at that point, now, how do I get the fuck out of here?
Carefully.
Okay, guys, I think I've won actually though. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'll write something.
So that's a
We'll see how it
negative number
goes.
there.
Yeah,
Hold
well,
on.
it was actually infinity, but I guess they were just like, no.
Half the value. Double the value. It became 32.
Haha, look, now it's a lot.
No, it's still pretty bad.
There we go. Inventory done.
Reset.
Okay, so I need to do roll. Okay, so I've got my summary. It happened. Oh
It
god. Okay,
happened.
so I wasn't actually here for the beginning.
Where do you
So-
post events for the Super Friends? Link. We post our regular events in Gilded. And there's each time you see those calendar events, if you click on that, you can actually join our Gilded to see the calendars. If you want, I can send you an invite for that since you're already in our Discord link. But that's where all our events get posted, and then
We also do a lot of things that are not scheduled, and the general rule is feel free to hop into any voice chat at any time. If something private's going on, somebody will let you know. But for the most part, all our voice channels are open, and you can see what folks are playing. Never hit chat and introduce yourself and start playing with people.
Yeah, basically the voice chats in the Super Friends Discord are meant as a place where if you are looking to play with people, you know, we go into
That's the
those
best
channels.
LFG.
When we want to play with each other, we go into voice chats. When we want to play alone, we don't.
I want
Yep.
to play alone. I go in the bathroom.
I just sit on the shitter on my phone.
You go to the bathroom?
Of course, I don't want to make a mess. What am I, some kind of savage?
I want to play.
That's what do you think Kleenex are for?
Play alone.
Cleaning up a mess. I did a mistake.
I don't know what you're talking about. I need a paper towel.
You guys are all so bad.
Tube sock. Tube sock.
So
Okay. On that note.
For
So I
those
was
of you
actually here for,
not
the
in it.
beginning, so I don't know what I don't know what I should write because I wasn't.
So at the beginning, we had the party. Basically, Bud was trying to convince all of the guards that he had tits. When Assassina came back in the vehicle, she was trying to convince them that she had tits better. And then from
Wait, so
that,
is this Bud convincing them that he had?
Okay, so
tits?
I was trying to convince everybody that my disguise equals Assassina, right? That I was Assassina, but I rolled so poorly that I was just like, I have tits.
yeah, and he was just like squeezing and grunting, right?
I'm like, I'm a woman. I have tits. See? That was how badly I did, but it was enough to convince half of the guards.
Yep.
Oh,
They
the
were
wonderful
mostly
intern
male.
guards.
And then And then while this was all going on, people kind of mauled over to get in the vehicle, mostly. Suddenly, a gazebo-shaped spaceship flew overhead, grappled the vehicle that had Assassina, and
Flew off.
Exploded.
and it just carried the vehicle away. It crushed Taters and Steebert. Taters was knocked unconscious. Steebert was okay and was able to resuscitate Taters, which it's lucky that Benna hadn't come in before he did that. Based on his apparent hatred of you. And then
Okay, so I've got everything from that point on. I think.
okay, and then yeah,
Okay,
basically
that's that one
it killed the other guards too. That gazebo spaceship flew off into the distance and crashed into the mountains in the north east, and then from that point, I think you were fully in the loop.
Today's mortality
And-
counter is at 2. 1 NPC and 1 player.
And Link, yes, we do have a team in Gilded, and you're welcome to join us in all the majesty. I think even just being your current rank, you're able to automatically join to see everything.
So, question: do we know that Bash is dead? Do we know that Assassina is dead?
Yeah.
Because we
No.
didn't actually go to explore the wreckage. Bash may still be alive.
We don't know any of that now, so.
Just,
Yeah.
just putting that out there.
Yeah,
What a
so basically you
fascinating
saw it go off into the distance. You saw, and then you heard a crashing sound after it had left your sight. But you saw that it went northeast.
Assumed mortality count of 2.
Could we mark the map? Or is it too late to mark the map where we perceived the crash site to be?
I mean, we can basically say that it was
In the desert?
it was somewhere off in the northeast from where you guys are currently.
And that was where you said it was a desert.
Yeah, at least what you see right now of it is desert.
Okay, wait. So he convinced about half the guards, and then immediately after the spaceship came down, was there something in between that?
Oh yeah. So while he was fondling his fake breasts, a gazebo-shaped spaceship flew overhead, grappled the car, picked it up, killed several guards, and almost killed Taters, carried the vehicle away, and then apparently, based on the sound, crashed in the distance.
So the last remaining alive gets to check on the other guards who died after the gazebo ship. And then
That was actually a viewer suggestion. They were like, the ship should look like a gazebo. And I'm like, sure, fuck it. It looks like a gazebo.
okay, and then I tried to quietly whisper to the remaining team members to get in the car, but I rolled so poorly that I shouted it, and everybody got in the car.
Including the guard. But
yeah, so we had to. I had to convince Assassino to go collect Guard 5 because he was still mourning for it. And so he went to go get him, and after he left the vehicle, we drove and freed ourselves.
And then while you were sleeping, they tried to sneak up on you, but Steebert noticed and drove away in an unattractive fashion.
That has to be highlighted.
Yeah.
And now, anytime performance.
Yeah, every time you guys drive or fly, you have to do performance just to see how cool you look. Just
Or acrobatics if you feel
for
like
flavor.
doing internal tricks.
All right.
Gotta have that acrobatics skill.
Excellent time,
Cool.
guys. Everyone, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and raid Robertito. He's another awesome streamer. Let's go ahead and give him some love. And really glad I got to hang out with you guys today. That was a blast. So, same time in 2 weeks. Everyone, raid time.
Peace out.
Red!